I'm finna switch over to.
Let's see.
I'm finna switch over to.
Let's see.
Switch over to.
Oh, my bad. Wrong one. Where the hell did it go?
Black screen.
There we go. All right. Yeah, there we are. After some clicking around, we got it. What up? What up?
Yeah.
What up? What's up, everybody? What's going on?
Yo,
Oh, man. Is today Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. What's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Look, we all had to get together to do this because Logix hit me up the night that this debate went on, and he sent me the thumbnail, and he was like, bro, I've never been so excited. And I was like, why are these two even talking? But man, we just wanted to get on here and talk about what happened because it was so ridiculous. But before we even get into it, just some quick introductions. Jew, I'll start with you.
I got to introduce myself. Jew Almighty, what's going on, people? Here to talk shit. You know.
Logix.
What up? Most of y'all may already know.
Yeah.
Logix here. Logix on YouTube. You already know what I'm about.
And last but certainly not least, Random University.
This is Mike from Random U. So, yeah, glad to be here. Hopefully I can add something to the conversation.
I don't know, bro. You always do. Like, you literally always do. But
Hey, I like what
Look,
TJ just said. He said the anti-trash panda society.
oh my gosh, bro. You're just going to have shirts with a damn raccoon on it with X'd out.
With a next
Yeah.
Ooh,
But
this is giving me merch ideas, so I like it.
Oh, that's true.
Hey.
That's true.
But you know what's interesting, like for as bad, because you can tell by Stevie's content, like where he leans. I've never put him in the same category as like the Hodge twins, the Fresh and Fits. Like I always kind of put him in more of a middle category, the same way that MTR is kind of in the middle category. But he went full right. I mean, like hard right, like ridiculous right. Like he was crying over Charlie, like he knew that man.
Go ahead, Logix.
He's still crying over Charlie.
You know what? To me, honestly, though, bro, I don't even know if I put him in the right. I think it just exposed how much he doesn't believe in or took the time to figure out what he really believes. Like, to me, it was a lens into his thought process that he's never really sat and took a minute to to understand why he thinks what he thinks. It seems like once he dabbled into the conservative talking points in that realm, and he probably got that reception, he was like, I gotta go with it. This is what's working.
Yeah.
Because it was just so not thought out, everything he said, and I'm like, bruh. I'm like, I start watching him because he fucked with Eminem, and I fuck with Eminem, and then I saw the politics talk, and I was like, bro, what's like, this is stupid. So yeah,
You know what? I agree with that, and I think that's where I was so confused at first, because don't get me wrong, I watched like a couple of Stevie Knight videos, but kind of like what you said, Jew, I always put him like in the middle. Like he was never full blown like fully on the right side of the political spectrum. But now that I can see that this is basically a grift, because how is it that you admit that you have a right-wing bias, but you cannot be planted on any type of like viewpoint? Like you literally
on the right, yeah,
do not have any opinions. Like he was straddling the fence the entire time, and it was fucking driving me bananas. Like I just don't understand. What are your
you can't
thoughts?
talk to somebody like that.
Yes. What are your
I
thoughts,
was going
Randall?
to say, I think the worst version of that was when that abortion question came up.
Yes.
I was just like, I still get pro-abortion. He was like, I'm not pro-abortion. I mean, I guess I'm like, he didn't know what he literally didn't know what he was. And I was like, you are a grown man. You should know where you stand at least with that one thing. And he just had no answers.
That was the biggest eye opener for me. It was to like, bro, you probably like you're no. You're really pro-choice since you said you don't care and you're not like pro-life. If you're not pro-life, you're okay with people making that decisions. Whether or not you personally want to do it or not is separate. So when he couldn't admit that, I'm like, that's because you're pro-choice, but you don't want to tell your audience that. That's the only reason I can see why you would not admit to something like that.
Dog, I can never make that much money. Random, what do you think?
Well, I just think like when it comes to him being exposed in front of his audience, I think that's what happens when you get in live debates. You all of a sudden get called out on some of your actual beliefs. And for him, he could never stand on any of his real beliefs. Like if you listen to him talk, he's always leaning right, but he never wants to admit that he's actually a right-winged individual.
Yes.
All of his takes, he was like being convinced of it as Abba was explaining it to him. Like basically, hey man, you are right-wing. Do you not understand this? He's just like, no, I don't stand for that. He kept trying to say like it was this we, but once he said it was we, he was like, no, that's they. That's them. I'm not part of that. But it's like, dude, all your thoughts and beliefs are exactly the same as theirs. Everything that you defend is the exact same as theirs. So you are that. It's okay. You just need to accept that you've been indoctrinated and you just need to go ahead and just believe it. But he just doesn't want to accept that because I think he's still trying to hold on to what last bit of blackness that he has. So that's what happens to him. Like when you get stuck in that situation, you're like, I don't know. If they say I'm all the way right wing, I might not be black anymore. Like I know I have a white woman, and there's questions there, and people be like calling me out on shit. And I'm trying to defend my blackness again. It's just a lot of insecurities there when it comes to Stevie. That's what I feel when I watched it.
Does he really?
I felt like he got caught.
I did not know. I did not know he was with a white woman. Not that that matters, but
Really?
yeah,
Dude,
I
look
didn't
at
know
the
that.
cowboy hat tells you everything. I'm sorry.
I didn't know you
I
didn't
don't trust.
know.
Dude, I'm from Nashville. Well, I'm actually from Middle Tennessee, but dude, I'm in Nashville. I'm telling you, you don't trust any brother that walks around with a cowboy hat on a regular. Not on the regular, at least. You can trust some. You can trust some. Some of them are good, common folks. They still remember their brotherhood, but the truth of the matter is, they're gone. They got a different perspective. They look at life through a completely whitewashed lens. It's a different area with some of these folks. Stevie, once he put the cowboy hat on, dude, he took the flat bill and threw it in the trash. He's been wearing this cowboy hat for weeks. I watch his platform. He abandoned the flat bill. He got rid of those hats. I'm just saying now he just rocks the cowboy hat and he ain't been the same since. The man's just been sitting around just changing his opinions, going real hard on the cowboy here.
That's so fucking funny. I really would not have known, and I think Random is right, because I remember when I was trying to look for a picture for the thumbnail, I saw a white woman, but I thought they were just like making content together in the gym. But that might be his woman. Again, this is neither here nor there. But basically, I wanted to just look at a few clips. And the first clip that I wanted to look at was the part where Stevie is claiming that he took Charlie Kirk out of context. And I just thought this was a dumbass point to make. But let me just go ahead and share this with you guys so you can also hear.
I hate that argument so much. That is like the number one defense. And it's like, I'm sure y'all have had all this in your comments, just based on all of our content, right? You ever speaking about something, and you speak about something, and people call you racist for talking about racism.
Yeah.
And that's that same thing. Like, oh, you took him out of context. There's no context for saying an educated black woman doesn't have the brain processing power to hold the seat that a white person should have. There's no additional context needed.
Bruh.
Like,
I was on a panel. I was on a panel with Andrew Wilson the other day, and he stopped the whole panel and say, "Hey, do you think Charlie? Do you think? Yeah, stupid. Do you think Charlie was racist?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think he was racist." And then him and all the other guys on the right just started dying laughing as if I said something absurd. And I was just like, "This is insane! Like, y'all think that y'all can laugh at me because as a black person, I think that Charlie was racist towards black people, and y'all don't agree and act like I'm the one that's out of line. It's insane."
Bruh. I can't agree more when it comes to that whole you took him out of bro. There's literally there's no context. There's no context in the world that could save what the fuck you just said. And it's not like these are statements that could be taken one way or another. They're very blatant when we react to them. So that's why if we don't play the rest of the clip, just like with Officer Tatum and the whole Rosa Parks shit. Like, that made no sense. He was like, did you know she had a car? You're like, oh, man, you took him out of context. My nigga, how? How? Anyway, let me let me play this clip. It starts at 16 minutes. It said, you took him out of context. And he's going to be talking about that Jubilee clip.
So those were, I think, your first two disagreements that you had with me. Yeah, you can definitely let me know some other ones that you had for sure.
Can y'all hear?
And
I hear.
We know.
I just get to the meat and the potatoes now, man, because do you feel like you manufactured a narrative on Kirk by showing those snips of him in your video?
Yeah, okay, we can address that because I did have that in my notes as well. I think around like the 20-minute mark, you said I took him out of context, right?
Crazy.
not even take them out of context. You put your context on it because we let it play. I put the additional clips on it.
Okay, so just for the viewer, there's a clip that we played, maybe a 15 seconds of Kirk on a Jubilee panel. He's talking to somebody. This is a panel about Christians versus, or is it right wingers versus lefties? I don't remember what it was.
I don't know, but it was about abortion.
Okay, it was about abortion, right? And Kirk is a very Christian, self-proclaimed Christian. Everybody knows this about him. So in that clip, the woman is asking him a hypothetical where he says, if your 10-year-old daughter was raped, okay, would you force her to keep the child? Is that a fair assessment of the clip?
Out of that empty can.
Yeah.
And then Kirk says yes.
He said yes. The baby will have the baby, or my girl will have the.
Okay,
child.
and then you said that we were kind of dishonest with how we did that. That we clipped him out of context, and then we put our own context, right?
No, I'm not saying you put your own context. You didn't put the entire context.
It isn't.
Stop it.
Right. Isn't that what he said before? Right.
He said you manufactured your own narrative or context or narrative or whatever. That's what he said.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that all of us caught that because I was watching this shit live and I was like, no, that's exactly what you said.
Right. It's just that's what I'm saying. You see how his brain is working in real time to understand what he thought he already understood. Like in real time, he's trying to make things make sense and not realizing he said one thing and now trying to say something else and don't realize the contradiction into what he was saying.
Exactly. Oh my God. Anyway,
No, you manufactured your own context. No, and it's just, to me, it's just kind of like, even I think Abba addressed him at some point to say like, why don't you just admit that like you like Charlie Kirk and agree with him versus trying to act like we're tripping and we're evil and we took him out of context. No, you just agree with a lot of the shit he said. So stop sitting here trying to act like I'm taking him out of context when we both just disagree. Just like Charlie would think he thinks we're murdering babies. We don't think we're murdering babies. Neither one of us are lying. We just disagree. So just say that.
The way he thinks that like everybody else is manufacturing their own narrative, like he thinks Abba is the same thing he's trying to do on his own platform. It's the exact same shit. Like, I mean, that's all they're trying to do is spin a narrative towards what you believe. Since he's leaning super hard right, he's going to twist his narrative to believe that everybody on the opposite side who thinks that way is stupid. And that's the way he approaches all his videos. So, I mean, you can like feel it through the screen.
Yeah, man. And he's going to say it here in the clip. But for those of you that don't know in the chat, so he's basically saying that Abba and Preach basically took him out of context only because he didn't play the rest of the clip where Charlie Kirk is basically saying, I would not let my 10-year-old get an abortion because of my religious beliefs. But I have a right to think that you're a monster to make your 10-year-old have a child.
And the additional context to it was your 10-year-old that was raped.
Right.
Like that is the other context to it. So religious beliefs, like respect to everybody's religious beliefs, but religious beliefs are not. In that context, like why would you force a 10-year-old to have a baby? On top of just that being monstrous in and of itself, but to be pregnant because of that act and then force a baby to come into this world with that on them, I think is crazy. And I think Abba really did a good job pushing back against that point, which again, Stevie just had no answers for. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Stevie's answer, no, you didn't let it play. If people hear the reasoning, they don't have to wonder, bro.
It's
people
not enough.
That don't agree with it, don't need a reason. There's no explanation to me that will make that more sane, in my opinion. There's no explanation.
The most shameful part of all of this is when he started talking. Well, we'll probably get to that later. Never mind. I don't want to say it yet.
You're good. Let me just play the rest.
Okay. Like you said, you led into it by saying, I think I'm not going to speak. I'm going to recite you verbatim, but it was essentially, I think that Kirk has said some disgusting things as well.
Yes,
and
I played that clip. Videos. Yeah, so let's just talk about that first clip because I remember you taking that first clip and being really shocked. I think, let me just see here, because I did have that in my notes here. Oh, coming from me, and you called me the king of receipts.
Yeah.
But yes, so that is
real shit, I rely, but I know when you giving somebody shit, you gonna have.
Okay, so how do you feel I took that clip out of context?
Because when I see that is trying to paint Kirk as a monster because he's going to force his 10-year-old daughter to have a child.
Right. But
We can stop there. Listen to what you just said. He is going to force his 10-year-old child to have an abortion. And like Jew pointed out earlier, they already went through a traumatic experience because they just got raped. And I don't know what it is with conservatives and people on the right, but for some reason they think childbirth is something that's easy. This shit is very hard on a woman's body.
Even if you take that alone, like that part alone, a 10-year-old, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's even less egregious if you're like 18. It's less egregious. But 10, and it's like, Jesus, like, bro, what's wrong with you? That's not good. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. So like, imagine saying, like, what's the context behind, I forced my child to go to school and shoot they bully. Like, what's the
Jesus
context?
Christ.
I mean, like, is there much context? Like, is it?
No, bro. Okay,
Like-
matter of fact, okay, let's put this into perspective. Everybody on the goddamn panel, what were y'all doing when y'all were at the age of 10?
Oh my God, I was
Is that
still.
fifth grade?
And with,
I was failing. I
That
was
was my
failing fifth
choice.
grade.
Yeah. I can't even. I mean, and you know, like, so I actually have a 10-year-old.
Okay.
Like, legit, I have a 10-year-old right now. So, you know, I see just in physical form how tiny and how fragile and how precious a 10-year-old is every single day. And I could not imagine, first off, I couldn't imagine anything happening to her. But on top of that, something like that happening. And I mean, again, do you know what birth does to a full-grown adult woman? We're talking about a 10-year-old just carrying a
It's just
baby.
traumatic
Like,
in
how
every way.
sick do you have to be in your head to let a religious belief justify that? It can't be justified in my
Exactly.
opinion.
And the fact that Stevie was willing to go that far to defend him and can't say, like, I just don't agree with that. He could not do it whatsoever. You can still like Charlie and not agree with that, bro. Why is that so
Right.
hard for you? Even when I did my video on, I was debunked. Who did I debunk? Stevie? Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
you
Stevie.
did.
I just debunked Stevie. So it was literally him. And I was like, I skipped that part because I'm like, in all fairness, at the very minimum, Charlie Kirk was consistent on his anti-abortion beliefs. So I wasn't finna sit here and break down debunking why I don't think he should let his 10-year-old have an abortion. I just was like, he's consistent. I think it's disgusting, whatever. But there's no point in sitting here trying to debate him out of this. If he's gonna say that's how he feels about it, that's how he feels, regardless.
Right.
You know?
I just find it crazy that these people always spew this like narrative, but every time one of these people gets put in one of these crazy scenarios as a hypothetical at first, they always do the exact opposite of what they believe. You know that he would have never actually allowed that.
Yeah, like in real life, like,
Yes.
I know, right? It is one of those things where it's like, bro, like,
I want
Like
to.
I
believe
said,
you.
no, I will never allow this 10-year-old to get this abortion. She's gonna have that baby. She's gonna die in the process. It's okay. That's the way God meant it. It's like, dude, no, he didn't.
yeah, imagine a doctor tell you, like, this is life threatening, you know, like,
You know,
She's gonna end up on.
what's the percentage?
It's gonna be ridiculous.
I really want to agree with y'all, but I don't know. I think there
You
are.
think you would?
I don't know about Charlie specifically, but I know there are a lot of people like that are far on the right that are strong with their convictions that would probably go through with it.
No, you're
To
right.
me, the
You're right with that. I do
10-year-old is
agree
the
with you, Watts.
problem. To me, the 10 years old is the real issue.
For sure.
Versus, like, your child. Like, I think they would do it at 16. I think some of them would do it at 16, 17. 10 for me is just, I can't fathom any parent being like, yeah, let's do it. Like, what?
I think
But
the
I'm telling
most
you, but Watts
egregious
is right,
part.
though.
I was just gonna say, I think the most egregious part, specifically about this debate, is Stevie, right? For a person that says, Abba said, he assumed that he was, pro-life, and he was like, no, I don't care. If you don't care, as just as an outsider, right, from an outside perspective, if you don't care, as just an adult with common sense, and a child gets raped, you would completely understand somebody getting an abortion. So for him to not even, be pro-life or anti-abortion, anything, for him to just to supposedly be in the middle and not be able to admit that that's a crazy stance, I feel like just makes this whole debate in bad faith. Because that was one of the worst parts. And then the second part after that well, not the second part, but you know, when they got into the no school lunches for kids.
We gonna talk
raised
about it.
another
That's
good
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, exactly. And it's like all that ties in. So you want to bring kids into this world with no support system, and it just makes no sense at all. Like,
No, kids got to figure it
made me
out.
so
Like,
mad.
it's just so much. Like, bro, I know your energy, bro. When you was doing that shit, I'm like, I feel it.
Oh my god.
To add context to the situation, dude, Stevie has a daughter.
He does.
He got 2 kids.
He has a
Yeah, like
daughter.
that's the craziest. Yeah.
I think he got a girl and a boy.
Oh, does he? I know about the boy. I know he had that recently newborn girl or whatever, I think.
Yeah, I think his first child was a boy, and then he had a girl.
I'm sorry, man. If I have a girl, I would not be able to confidently say this. Like, how can you not say? And he know damn well. So random. I will agree with you. Stevie doesn't believe that, but Charlie Kirk probably would make his 10-year-old, but Stevie would not make his 10-year-old have a child. He would more than likely make her not go through that. So the fact, oh my gosh, I didn't know he had a daughter. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, Watts, when it comes to that. Because some of these people, they really are that crazy to stick by those religious beliefs. Like, they have drank the Kool-Aid that much to where they're like, no, it's going to happen. Like, she's going to have this baby, period, point blank and simple. But somebody like Stevie, who doesn't know what his actual faith and beliefs or anything is, he will make that decision to make sure she has that abortion. Guaranteed.
And I think he also said he's not religious at all on top of that. So you're not anti-abortion. You're also not.
But he believes in good and evil.
Whoa. When did he say that he wasn't religious?
He believes in.
He's not religious.
But he believes in demons and shit like that. Yeah. Where do demons come from?
Yeah, the concept. Yeah, he
Yeah.
be saying and shit. He was calling shit demonic, and it's just like, you ain't religious, you ain't pro-life.
So why are
Same
we
thing with
having
the
this conversation? Why did you even make the video?
Bro,
Why was he so
Because
mad?
he's lost.
If I literally had to pick somebody on like a grift, like, I think he's like in the top 2.
Holy
On YouTubers, like top 2, 3. Like, if I had to, like, where it got it exposed, where it's like so obvious, where it's so obvious.
I wouldn't have thought that before this debate, but you use the operative word, exposed. Like, he got exposed in this debate, like, to the point that he's ranked up there with Hodge twins and everybody else for me now.
Wow.
It was egregious.
Guys, is it the money? Like,
It is, bro.
There is no amount of money
mean,
in the world that can make
to
me
be
flip
fair,
like
he
this.
To be fair, his bigger channel is the music channel, but
Okay.
I think this one is really, ain't this like 500K?
Well, this one. Well, no, I think this one got up to 1 million. Or was that Night Talk?
Still has 1 million. His Stevie Knight has 1 million. Plus.
Yeah, one of them crossed 1 million.
I don't know what this one has.
Didn't one of his channels get demonetized though?
Yeah, it
He
was
did
his
at one
main
point, but
channel.
I think he got it back.
Oh,
He's
okay.
at
He got it
Y'all
back.
tripping.
514.
Let MAGA give me $1 million. I'm about to start. MAGA give me $1 million. I'm gonna start making black fatigue videos left and right. I
Dude, I'm gonna
can't
start
stand
wearing
y'all.
freaking Confederate flags like Charleston White.
Oh,
Hey, if MAGA gave me the check, bro, I would make it my duty to personally send all my subs a video telling y'all, like, let me get this check and I'll be right back.
Hey, look, don't be mad.
I don't know if I could do it, man. I don't know. I really.
I would make the strongest effort to dog whistle that I'm bullshitting as possible.
Wow.
Just to
The
get out the
thing
mud.
about it, right?
Just to
Just
get out the
being a
mud.
person of color. I was just saying, just being a person of color. The thing about it, if you go on any of their videos, their channels, and you go in the comments section, it's like, how can you, as a black man, a person of color, see the comments that are in your comment section and be okay with it? It is like, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
Hold up, real quick.
Because imagine it's us as black creators that support black people, and then racist motherfuckers come in our comments.
Right.
Imagine when
Supporting
they see a
our,
black
yeah,
Right,
supporting
right,
our
right.
stance.
Hey, hold up. I just got the funniest image of Jew just randomly putting on the Make America Great Again hat and his accent
Oh my
changing.
God.
Them goddamn blacks. I'm sick of them.
Bruh.
I have fatigue.
I would get a Confederate jersey and give me $1 million. Them goddamn niggers. I'm telling you. Look, that grift has to pay good because, you know,
Has to,
there's
dog.
no- you cannot convince me that all these people believe, like, so for me, I'm an independent, right? Like, I don't like all the stuff that the Democrats do. I
Sure.
don't dislike all the stuff that Republicans do. I love my guns, for instance. And here in Maryland, it was like super hard for me to get a gun license until, Republicans changed some things. But I would never just, as a person that was raised in a black family, black mothers, black grandmother, black kids, could just completely shit on black culture, black people, everything for a check. Like, I wouldn't even be able to sleep right at night. I wouldn't even be able to look my kids in the face. So I just don't know how so many of them do it when it's clear they don't believe what they say. I don't get it.
And as Stevie don't understand, like, especially when you don't contextualize it. Like, we can sit here and understand that that we disproportionately commit crime in this country.
Right.
Do you give a fuck why, or are you just saying it to just make us sound like inherent animals? That'd be my problem. It's like, just like in that same video with Stevie, he talking about if we do 50% of the crime. Okay, well, white men do 60% of the rapes. What's the problem with them? Why? Do you care? Or are you gonna ever just espouse that stat for the fuck of it?
No, because it doesn't fit the narrative.
About that. Y'all, especially because nobody likes murder, of course. But in a lot of cases, when you hear murder, although you wouldn't do it, you could see what would drive somebody to do whatever they did in some instances.
Sure.
And with rape, it's almost like, bro, there's no excuse for your actions at all. You know what I'm saying?
What is it? They had the stat up is rape, it's sexual assaults, kidnappings. It's a bunch of other weird
damn near everything.
Pedo
It's all of it.
that black folks ain't that. Yeah.
They lead in almost every crime besides murder and I think robbery maybe.
No, I think it's just murder.
It's literally
maybe you're right.
Always,
you might be right about that.
Yeah, but I mean that's the route that they always go. It's literally just murder. But yeah, I'm honestly sick of the Griffin. Like going back to what you said, like I would not be able to sleep well at night, man. Like I don't care. I really don't care. And Logix, let me ask you a question. Do you think this also has a little bit to do with like the image of like a liberal these days, like when it comes to like just being soft and not masculine and like the blue hair and all that type of shit?
Yeah, it's funny that I'm glad you asked me that too, because that's why I became like more vocal about my political stances, is because I was sick of liberals being labeled as people this soft and timid and don't make fun of people and always.
I'm sorry, you're a liberal. You're a liberal? I thought this was a MAGA panel. I am hanging up. What is happening here?
Hey, you about to hang up.
What the fuck is going on? I thought we were on a MAGA panel.
I didn't know I was getting on with liberals.
I thought Logix was one of the goddamn good ones.
Right?
Turns out.
But yeah, that's why I got more front facing with it, because I was tired of the image of liberals being soft, liberals not being willing to punch back and shit like that, and not being a pussy about everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like more willing to be front facing about it, because I'm like, no, I'm sick of this shit. I'll be the token black guy. Fuck it. See, I could take a joke. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big reason.
I was just going to say you raised a good point with that, because even later in the video, Stevie was using that argument that the left is more emotional because they're the left. And he basically said that they're what he was trying to say is they're emotional because of the diversity, because of all the different things that are going on the left. That's what he said, basically.
That's so dumb.
Weird. It was so weird. I'm like, bro, you think we like accept people out of emotion? No, I'll be as somebody right now, 30-some-year-old man, I had to really struggle with myself to understand transness and accept it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I wasn't uncomfortable at some point. I was one of them people that was like, why the fuck, why do trans people, what is this? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, just be who you are, blah, 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 all that shit. I really had an internal fight with myself to understand that this shit don't make sense. It was literally the opposite of emotion. It made absolutely no sense for me to sit here fighting with something that I didn't understand, not try to learn it, and then continue to fight against it simply because of how I feel. It's simply because of how I feel. So that all emotion shit, he doesn't understand that most of the shit that we come to isn't based solely off of emotion.
Yeah.
No, you were emotionally indoctrinated, Logics. You just don't realize it, dude. You just have no clue.
Yeah. They brainwashed me. I'm too far gone.
Yeah, you were brainwashed, dude. You just don't understand. It was the propaganda, and they gave you the sympathy card. Oh, feel bad for me. Oh my God, life is out to get me, and they tricked you. It's okay. They lassoed you in, and it's all right.
Oh,
Get tricked.
God, man.
But
People thought I was Republican on my platform too.
Shut
I thought
the
that was
fuck
really
up.
funny.
Really?
Oh, it's okay. It was a while ago, but I remember like I used to see comments that pop up and be like, "Hey man, you know what? I kind of rocks with your your content, even though you're a hardcore Republican." I was like, "Damn, how did you get that out of this?"
Hardcore Republican is crazy.
I had to review the video again just to go back and like, what happened here? Like,
What did I say?
You raised a funny point, random, and I want to get into the conversation of like the lack of food in the United States that they were having real quick.
Oh,
but
dude, this is the best part of the whole entire thing.
Before we even get into it, let me just say this. So I dropped my video about Charlie Kirk when everything happened. I mean, just like the rest of us, right? Like we all made a video.
Yeah.
I lost so many subscribers when I dropped that video, and I was so confused.
My nigga, I was losing subscribers for days, and my video didn't even get that many views.
Same.
My video, I mean, but you know what it is? I realized what it was. And it's the same thing for you, Watts. You make alpha male videos, and I feel like a lot of those subs that dropped were from alpha male videos. And recently I made videos about Hussein Farhat and Julian Fitzgerald, and just alpha male videos in general, right? So people are coming to those videos for that specific alpha male content, or the fitness influencer content. So they're coming from everywhere, all over the political spectrum. Right. And I had one comment that really highlighted that to me. And it said, said, I sub to your channel for the your channel for the anti-red pill content. I don't know how I ended up on the black racist side of YouTube. I'm gone.
What? Huh? The black racist side of you? Okay, come on, bro. And the thing about that's not even fucking realistic, dude. These people really expect for us to just solely make anti-red pill content. That is exhausting. That's tiring.
Yes. But I'm trying to understand the overlap, because I would think if you're anti-alpha male, you might not lean right.
True.
I don't know. I think that that's what's confusing me about both of y'all.
But I think the point that Jew is making, like when you deviate from like what made you popular or what you've been doing, then
I can't rock with your content anymore, bro.
Basically. But I don't know. It's still weird to me because I talk about everything and anything. I made a video about Bad Baby. What the fuck? Like, when would I talk about Bad Baby?
Hey, you're veering too far away.
Republicans would come to my channel anyway, because I mean, in every video I make, I'm very clear about who I am. Like, I've never changed my stance since I've been on YouTube. So it's like,
right.
Yeah, the black racist side of YouTube.
To be fair, but it's kind of like what happened with Stevie. I saw you with music. I saw you with anti-alpha male, but I think it made more sense for me because once he started leaning into white stuff, but him to be anti-fresh. Well, to be fair though, he was kind of fucking with Fresh and Fit until they exposed themselves with Ivan Preach. So I was like, I could tolerate this because he don't like this red pill shit. Then the politics really kicked in, and I'm like, this is.
Yeah. So when exactly did the politics kick in? Because I've never been like a hardcore Stevie Knight fan. Like I would see his videos and watch here and there, but when exactly did like the light switch?
It's been like he's been like this for a while. Yeah. I mean, Stevie's been like this for as long as I've watched him, honestly, and it's been for like the last 2 years.
Damn, that long?
No, it's been like that because, like I said, once in retrospect, it's not confused. I'm not like, where did this come from? It just wasn't as front facing because it started off anti-Myron, but he was like agreeing with people like MTR. You know what I'm saying? So I was like tolerating it. I was like, cool. Because even when I started watching Fresh and Fit, it was because I thought it was entertaining. But then they got extreme, and I was like, this is ridiculous. So, you know, he was agreeing with people like MTR, and he was giving I saw him as an MTR. And then I think the money got good, and it was like, I need to go hard to this shit. Then he's like,
my mic just got here. I'll be right back.
Oh, nice.
He said his what?
Literally be right back.
Okay. So he said, He said, he started fucking with Candace Owens. He like Matt Walsh. He was agreeing with the Daily Wire people, period. And I was like, bro, you going hard. I could tolerate the MTR shit, but damn. And then that's when he started, I think just once he saw the reception.
Oh, no. He started to lean into it more. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, once he started seeing the love that he got from those videos from anybody who was basically always trying to hold black people accountable, that's exactly the stance that he took.
Oh, I'm gonna show y'all how much of a liberal I am too. You just reminded me.
Oh Jesus, this man got a blue wig.
But that's why I don't talk, or that's why I stopped talking about certain stuff. Like I don't talk about black women on my channel anymore, for real. It might be a video here or there about dating or relationships and stuff like that.
I got a what?
But it's just I don't want that
blue wig.
I'm sorry.
I just don't want that vibe on my channel. So I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah,
weird.
but I
did the same thing, Jew. I did the same
Just
thing.
how much of a liberal I am.
Oh damn. True.
I got her book. So,
but you know what?
Oh, that's funny.
I think it's how you go about the content more so than the content itself, like how you go about like reviewing it, because like I don't mind talking about black women, but I'm not going to have the angle of just like bashing them and saying, oh, see, this is what's wrong with black women. Like if you say something crazy or you do something crazy, it's literally because of that.
And I was gonna say, you notice when we talk about it, it's because of the incident, not the the identity of the person.
Yes.
I think that's like absolutely.
Yeah.
What was that, Jew?
No, I just think that's a good distinction to make. It's about the incident and not the person.
Yeah, like I refuse to paint black women or black people with an entire brush, or any person like with an entire brush of anything. I just can't do it because every situation is isolated. That's why you call out the incident like you were talking about instead of the entire like ethnicity of the people. Like it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense and it's counterproductive. Like I refuse to do that because just like y'all were talking about earlier with selling out and giving up your soul to just talk about black people forever, I just can't do it. Like I joke about it, but there's just absolutely no way I could really do it because I can't even do it on my platform now. And also like sidebar story to y'all talking about losing subscribers, talking about Charlie Kirk. I posted this one random video talking about I'm 35 and I just got fired. Completely made up bullshit. Yeah. There was somebody who unsubscribed from my channel because he said that video hit too hard to home. I was like, damn, dude, my bad. I'm sorry that, I was like, I can't believe that it hit you like that.
Well, or he did and was hurt.
Dude, he watched the video. He said, man, I rocks with your content. I love your content, bro. I appreciate it. But this video just hit too hard to home and I'm going to have to stop watching you for a while. I'm going to have to unsubscribe for a little bit. I'm like, damn, I make other videos. And this video was fake. Like, it wasn't even real. The scenario was bullshit.
He was too hurt.
He was. Apparently, because, I draw out some stories now. Like, I will, like, leave the cliffhanger. And it was really hanging on that one. And I guess by the time it finally hit, he had already jumped. He had already jumped by the time the cliffhanger hit.
Dog. That literally made me cry because do you know how hurt this man had to be to unsubscribe? The fact that he said he rocked with you. He said he rocked with you. You could just not watch the video.
You want to climb up back with him or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like, damn, you could just dislike the video.
Let's grow together.
That's so fucking funny, man. Oh, all right. Anyway, my bad. We off track. All right. So the lack of food,
Stevie Knight.
lack of food conversation. Let me bring this back up.
Sly Coopery.
This is another point you made, and this is the one I thought was crazy. You played the other clips of Kirk. You kind of said there's nothing bad about this when he said he wanted Biden to be executed or given the death penalty. You don't think that people should hate somebody like that, or some people might hate somebody for that reason? For saying violent things like that?
Yeah, that's their opinion.
Another point that you made, I played a second clip, and this is probably one of the wilder clips. A young man goes up to Charlie Kirk during that debate, and he says to him, hey, what do you think about school lunches for kids? And Charlie laughs him. He says, there's no starvation in America. We have an obesity problem. Nobody here is going without food. And then you agreed with.
Fun fact, that clip that Abba is talking about is the same clip that Logic's reacted to on TikTok, and it got him 1 million views for it. Just throwing that out there.
Really?
Yeah.
2 million.
2 million? Damn.
Oh, shit.
Yo, it's fucking insane.
I'm going to flex when I can. I can't do it in real life, so I'm going to flex when I can.
Fucking crazy.
That's nuts.
You said there's no starvation in America. Go get food stamps. You can get food at churches. There's no reason to starve. Do you remember that?
Yeah, there's no
I'm sorry,
reason to
pause that
start
real
over
quick. Like just the additional context. Abba is reading this, right, and he's saying what was said, but keep in mind, they are talking to hungry, starving children. That's who they're telling to go get food stamps or go get help. The shit blew my mind. It's like you're not even talking. This isn't even about the parents. This is about saying that there are food options for children. Like my 10-year-old daughter, she barely makes it to the bus stop every morning. How is she going to go find food somewhere? How is she going to go find a food program? It is crazy.
Because
Jew, there are resources for that
I
child.
was about to
There are
say it. There are resources. You should know where to. Hey man, they have resources. You should know where the fuck to find the resources. All right. You should know.
When I say this part blew my mind, I'm like, yo.
I think I was spazzing in my stream when I think I was losing my mind because, like you said, it's just like, bro, why are you fighting? And then to end up saying the government should help. It was like, dog, you never thought about this for 2 seconds. Did you just want to fight on it because Charlie Kirk said it and you feel like you're obligated to defend it because your audience does. It like I don't know if y'all saw the comment section under his, I think maybe first Charlie Kirk video. They was like, oh man, Stevie, we love you. Thank goodness for doing this. You not many can do this. You such a brave. This is why I sub to you. He was like, oh shit. Now the nigga that made like 10 Charlie Kirk videos to this point. Y'all haven't noticed.
Bro.
There's this nigga has at least 7 to 8 Charlie Kirk videos right now because of this shit. And I know that's why. Because that first one, they was all on his nuts. And now he's like, I need to figure out every way to keep talking about this.
And is he still making those videos like today, or like is this all?
Yeah, he
uploaded one
posted one
today.
Bro, yo, I'm sorry. That's fucking disgusting, low key. Because when I talked about Charlie Kirk, I knew it wasn't gonna get a lot of traction. Bro, I didn't even monetize it because I was talking about somebody dying.
Charlie Kirk. Well, to be fair, it was 3 minutes, but I wouldn't have monetized it anyway.
No.
I wouldn't have monetized my Charlie Kirk video. And I had to
I definitely
explain
monetized mine and I made like $5.
I'm part of an organization that was literally trying to debate Charlie Kirk everywhere he went, so I had to speak on
Yeah.
it. You know,
of course. But yo, the thing that had me,
Watts, I'm sorry,
Go
just
ahead.
to go back real quick. The funniest thing about me losing so many subs for my Charlie Kirk video is I probably had the lightest Charlie Kirk video in the world.
you did, which is why I'm surprised.
I announced that he passed. I announced how he passed. I said he used racist narratives to push agendas. And then
There
I
it
said,
is.
but I think it's important to let his words speak for itself. And I did nothing but play Charlie Kirk clips. And so many
that's too
people
much.
were mad. So many people were mad and said my clips or his clips took him out of context in his own words.
Yes. You can't play clips. You have to play the
You know,
17 hours that he speaks.
So let me give a real example of what out of context means. I feel like this is perfect. So recently, after the shooting, the Utah governor was doing a press conference, and there was this clip circulating of him saying, like, I was hoping it wasn't one of ours.
Right.
And everybody clipped that and was like, what is he talking about? He talking about black people. He talking about, I said, and I watched it. And I'm like, this is what out of context mean. Because prior to him saying, which nobody showed, prior to him saying that, and he's a Republican, so I'm not just doing this for my own benefit. He's a Republican governor. I said, no, y'all, stop taking this man out of context. He literally was talking about, before
state.
that, he was talking about how proud he was of Utah.
Yeah.
Right. And he said, on this past 33 hours, I was just hoping it wasn't one of us because us Utahns, we don't do stuff like this, you know? But sadly enough, it was somebody from Utah. Like and I was hoping it wasn't one of us, but it was somebody from Utah, not somebody that drove from another state, not somebody from another country. And if you want to be bad faith, then yeah, you could say he's talking about black people. But he just said Utah, and if we being honest, you know.
Hold on. They call them Utahns?
Hey, I thought the same
think
thing,
that's
Watts,
what
when he said that.
I think so. I could be, maybe I'm wrong, but I think he did say Utah. I don't know. I don't know.
But anyway, sorry, but
yeah,
that's a good example.
Yeah, but that's what literally out of context means. When if there was something that adds meaning to what you heard, that's out of context. not you just agree with them and they don't agree. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you. But yeah, and it's funny because I watched that entire press conference and I didn't trip because I knew what he meant. But
yeah, while I was watching it before that clip circulated, I was
made
like,
sense.
This is actually a decent speech. And because he wasn't even trying to be partisan in that speech as well, too.
Correct.
His energy wasn't to try to divide the country. So I'm like, y'all tripping.
Correct.
Yeah, but you know, you're not wrong. But also, that just kind of reminds me of anytime I hear you people, it's just like it's automatic. Like what? So I mean, yeah, you're not wrong at all. But that clip was easy to arm and for people to digest and change the context of that. Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
But these Charlie Clip Kirks ain't that.
No.
No. This has nothing to do with Charlie. I'm talking about like what out of context
means,
actually means.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All right, let me play this.
It's like 1% of households have like I guess technically a hunger issue, bro. But people are not starving to death in America, bro. Motherfuckers
He
are
said
fat as
1%
hell.
out
Okay.
of his ass.
1%. I want to know where he got that from.
And see, this is the
How does
problem
it was
I
out of his
have
ass.
with like people who are pro-life,
Jinx.
and not you specifically, but people like Charlie Kirk. They're so obsessed with keeping fetuses alive, they pretend it's like this big virtue. And then when a child is born, they're like, fuck you, your parents take care of you. It's actually probably one of the most hypocritical, and this is why I think Charlie Kirk is probably a shitty person to me, is that he spent all this time being anti-abortion, but when it comes to every government initiative that's meant to protect kids and keep them good, he was always against it. And to me, it's like, what's the fucking point of keeping this fetus alive if when it comes out, you're like, yo, fuck you, kid. And that's what he did. He said that guy was...
He said, "Fuck you, kid."
No, he did it, but he might as well have.
Come
when he's
on, man.
constantly
Like-
championing everything that's anti-public sector, or sorry, government
knows what
involved,
he was trying to
taking
say.
care of kids. Like even you saying there's no starvation is like so disingenuous. If you just Google it, there's like so many kids today here in America. You could look it up, the statistics that have malnutrition, that have food scarcity, that have all these problems. It stunts their growth. It fucks them up in terms of their academic success. And for you guys to sit there and think that food lunches for kids is a crazy idea and parents should take care of them. Some parents are dog shit. Some parents don't take care of their kids. And so that's why these school lunches happen, so that kids who go to school get a meal. But people like Charlie Kirk, and then you did the same thing, are like, oh, the parents take care of it. That's fucking stupid. And I'm like, do you guys even Google this stuff? Do you guys even look into it? But you speak confidently against this stuff that's hurting hundreds and thousands of kids. And I'm like, I don't get it.
I'll ask you a
Pause it.
question.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah, it is a good spot to stop it. I just like, first of all, like, does he not understand like the hunger issue is why people end up looking like Charlie Kirk? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they look funny looking just like that. I mean, damn, you want to like the hunger issues, underdeveloped brains, mindsets, everything, intelligence. It's because of shit like that. So if they want to talk about there's a hunger issue, and if they go look up the numbers, they find it. It's basically the same. Fat people,
I want
hungry
one ad
people.
hominem. I want one ad hominem this stream. Reasons that people like Charlie Kirk and Caroline Levitt age is because having that much hate in your heart can only age you.
Oh, for sure.
Because I swear to God, when I first got introduced to Charlie Kirk, I was like, he at least 40, 37, if I'm being nice.
Motherfucker was younger than
Bro,
me.
younger than me.
Younger than me too.
So I was just like, whoa, what? Like, how is he younger than me? Caroline Levitt, why is she not even 30? She looks 48.
Hey,
Like, it's just like, I mean, these people, even like, there's no, bro, Trump is older than my mother. My mother looks like she has at least 20 to 25 years under him. And he's only like a few years older than my mother.
this is also going to be an ad hominem.
And it's just like, my mama look like she in her 50s.
I bet.
So it's just like,
Look,
it's just this hate and evilness. It just gets at you.
this is also going to be an ad hominem. But it is a known fact that if you are overly evil, your gums overtake your teeth.
Shut the fuck up.
It's a fact. Look it up. Look it up. It's a fact. Okay? It's a fact. Y'all seen what Charlie look
I
like?
know some people with a lot of gum with a little teeth, man. Don't do that, man.
Hey,
Don't do that.
they might be saying racist shit behind closed doors. You don't know them people. You don't know.
But
But
no,
on a
for
serious
random
note with the
yeah,
conversation,
go ahead.
like Okay, but the thing is, it's so ridiculous how Stevie just doesn't understand what he's talking about. Like he's searching for shit. Even with the part where he's like, "Did he say fuck you?" Like, come on, man. You know he
That
didn't
was
say
so
fuck them
pathetic.
kids
so
like
It was
that.
fucking
pathetic. That was
stupid.
so pathetic.
Like you
Like,
know
come on,
what
man.
he's
You
saying.
already know he didn't say that.
You know what it actually is? I think, and it's just the world these days, right? Anybody with the platform, we give credit and credibility to in general, right? So we think somebody with the platform that speaks for a living is fucking smart. When in fact, Stevie just got exposed for being extremely dumb. He's just a dumb person. And I think he's a dumb person that came ill-equipped to debate against a person like Abba, who was well prepared, had his points, watched the video, and just knew that this nigga didn't know what he was talking about. I think he was just a fucking dumb person in a fucking debate, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
you know?
Agreed.
Do any of y'all know who? Do y'all know who Hunter Avalon is?
No.
I don't think so.
You do, Jew?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's like this young white liberal boy. He converted. He used to be on the right, and he found what was right, and he switched to
Indoctrinated.
being a left person.
Indoctrinated.
Yeah,
Yep.
he got indoctrinated, and now he's on the left. So he tanked his whole right audience, which was really big, went left, lost a lot of them, but still was pretty good on YouTube. And he debated Stevie, and it was the same thing. Stevie didn't know what he was talking about. Hunter dog walked the fuck out of him. Hunter is like, right now he's probably like 26 maybe, and Stevie's I think older than me. So he dog walked him in that. And the only time I seen Stevie excel in a debate is, guess what it was about?
Relationships.
Eminem.
Oh my gosh. What the fuck?
Man, dog. Hey, he shitted on Benzino. Stevie, I give you your credit. He shitted on Benzino in the debate.
Wait, whoa, hey. Why was Benzino even in the conversation if we're talking about
That's how
Eminem?
down bad. And I'm not even gonna act like Stevie's not a successful YouTuber. No shade to Stevie, but Benzino was in the position. He's down bad to where he debated Stevie Knight on YouTube. Yes.
Shut the fuck about Eminem?
Yeah. Was it? I think it was shortly after. I don't know if it was after this last diss record he did on Eminem a year or so ago.
Benzino did a diss record on Eminem.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. Oh yes, that's why it was ghost written. It was good. That was the problem. Benzino had a diss on Eminem, and it was good. And I was like, damn, Benzino, you did this. Found out it was ghost written, and I think he got confronted on it. I may be misremembering his timeline. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. For anybody that does know this information, but he talked to Benzino about why he's always shitting on Eminem. And Stevie fucking won that debate. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so
everybody got their niche.
I will say I was gonna chalk it up to like, okay, maybe this was Stevie's first debate. He didn't really know how this was gonna go. You telling me he did this shit before? So
yeah, Hunter dog walked him in a debate.
Okay, don't Stevie.
He dog walked Benzino.
Don't do this shit no more.
Why? Even if it was his first debate, right? As a man, as an adult,
right.
as a human, as an American,
You're right.
you have principles,
You're
right?
right.
That you stand on. So it doesn't matter what the facts are. As a human being, you know what your principles are, and that will allow you to speak confidently and honestly. So you won't just get cooked in the debate because you're waffling about facts, about what you believe in, like Stevie did. Like Stevie was a fucking embarrassment. He was.
You're right.
Yeah,
But Stevie really believes
an
what he believes.
Right, exactly. He was an embarrassment to the right, to MAGA, to black people, to black men. Like he was all around embarrassment to everybody.
Damn, you're right. And I will say that you have a point, Jew, because that's also probably the reason as to why he did so fucking poorly is because he couldn't properly like lean a particular direction. He was constantly straddling both sides. Which is why, I mean, I've been in a couple of debates before, a couple of debates with like teaming up with Logics too. Like I felt very comfortable because I am very like, I'm very set with my ideals and in my beliefs, and I'm not straddling both sides. And there's, I mean, sure, when it comes to conversations, there may be certain, I don't know what it would be, but there may be certain things where I could be like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. Like if it's coming from the opposite side or whatever.
Yeah.
But
he wasn't confident enough to even stand on what he believed or even tell us what he believed in shit for the most part.
it's fucking insane, man.
But he started off like having mad confidence because that's why this debate took place in the first place. Because he actually thought what he believed deep down, like his
carry
harsh
him.
beliefs, like his hard right beliefs, were actually genuine. He thought that he was correct in all his thoughts. So that's why he was even thinking about debating Abba and thought he was going to be able to stand on level ground.
And I'm not gonna lie,
you
when
just
I
got
saw it, go ahead. Yeah. I was gonna say when I saw it, I was shocked because I'm like, I don't think he's ready for this. I was like,
I already knew he wasn't
knew
ready.
what was gonna happen. I knew what was gonna happen when I saw it. Every time
Everybody knew what was gonna happen.
everybody, I'm like, if Abba talking
That's
to
why
you,
we all
I'm
clicked.
like,
That's why we clicked on the video.
Yeah. We all knew what the fuck was gonna happen. Yo, it was like, just imagine if like a trained boxer just walked out on the middle of the street, saw the first elderly, decrepit old person that they saw and just beat the dog shit out of him. That's what that debate felt like.
oh,
But
Yeah.
but you know, like all he had to do was say,
let's go,
I
Mike.
support Charlie Kirk. Oh, is the mic better? Yeah.
Damn, wait, hold up. Did you set that bitch up?
Maybe turn your volume up a little bit, but it's so clean.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you set that up while we were talking?
Yeah, he was over there
I got-
screwing that thing in.
And I got to use this. But all he had to do was say, I support Charlie Kirk. I don't agree with everything he said, but I respect what he said. And he could have just said the things that he disagreed with. And everybody would have respected that stance.
Yep.
But he was just like, I'm with Charlie Kirk no matter what. This is the hill I'm dying on. And he sounded stupid. It was crazy.
That's a weird hill to die on, bro.
Super weird.
God.
Yeah.
Let me see. The next.
Am I the only person that grew subscribers on their Charlie Kirk video?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
My Charlie Kirk videos get ratioed. Every time I post about Charlie Kirk, before his death, I got ratioed.
Really?
Oof.
Bro, I got like 400 dislikes to like 30 likes, if that. I'm dead ass. I'll show it to y'all, like dead ass.
What the fuck?
And it's crazy because I do politics more than y'all. I don't even just get people's unsubscribe. I'd rather take the unsubscribes than like people coming to my shit and shitting on it. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, ratio my shit. Losing subscribers.
well, you're right. No, you're right though.
Yeah.
Because I get views, but I don't get watch time, and it pisses me
Oh,
off.
fair.
And that's the worst part. I don't know if y'all experienced this. When people come to your video because they don't like it, yeah, I get 7,000 views, but the watch time is 2 minutes on a 20, 30-minute video. And that's how I know I'm like, y'all full of shit because nobody's watching the video. Because they be saying shit that I address later on in the video because they so mad and they feelings, they don't want to watch it. They leave it, and I say shit that they said in it and shit, and I agree with them sometimes and shit like that. So it's just always confirms that I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. Y'all don't watch this long-ass video.
No, you're cooked by then, though. But I still go back to this debate once again. I still can't get over the fact that Stevie was really over here when Abba presented the fact that what do the kids do to get this food?
I'm glad you.
He had no answer, and it kept going back to the government resources, or the teachers in the school who get underpaid already are supposed to already add to their long list of shit to do every day, and be like, oh my God, now I got to look out for these kids that aren't even mine. On top of like already teaching hundreds of kids each and every day, on top of these ridiculous lesson plans, on top of the stress of having to deal with these kids that I can no longer retaliate against, that be wilding out in the schools, be damn near beat my ass, threaten me every day. I have to make sure I'm looking out for the kids that aren't getting food at home, and also reach out to social services to make sure they get what they need. Insane. And he's like, he actually expects these people to do that. Like, really? That's the part that's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Because like you said, teachers are already underpaid, bro. So it would just be easier for there to be a system for these kids to have food. And it's insane because if you're in the army, you feed your soldiers. If you are in jail, you have to feed your prisoners. So, but you're meaning to tell me you want everybody to have children. You want everybody to have kids. And like Abba said, but when they're here, it's just fuck them, right? It's actually insane. So like I have a friend back in Virginia. She's a teacher. And she's been making posts on her stories consistently about like how her kids, like a lot of them can't afford snacks and they have like snack time or whatever. She's literally have been begging people to donate snacks. So I donated like 3 baskets of snacks to her classroom because the kids did not have anything to eat. That is fucking insane. That should not even be the case.
Right.
Like,
But see, that points to the part where he was talking about don't bad parents exist, and they're like, well, yeah, bad parents exist, and he's
So
like,
then-
okay, so what do you do to help the kids? Well, there's resources for that shit. It's like, dude, that doesn't make any sense. That's the part that kept going back and forth. That it was driving me nuts. I'm over here air punching Ghost in the hotel when I was hearing this shit. It was driving me nuts.
yo, and the whole time.
But-
Go ahead, Drew.
No, I was just gonna say two things real quick. One, these teachers in these schools, I mean, there are 30 kids in the class. By the time a teacher notices a kid is hungry, malnutrition, not getting sleep at home, not changing clothes, it could be weeks into the process. Like a kid could already be too far gone by then to even help in a real way. That's if a teacher even notices, which they're not obligated to do, because some people are just there for the check. Some people don't have passion to even, be there for the kids, especially if you go to like a charter school or something like that. But on top of that, the simple fact that he couldn't even identify who the teacher was supposed to call if they did notice that was
Thank you.
happening.
And that's
He was like, I mean, this
Thank you,
program,
Dad.
what programs?
and that's the part that was
He was
driving
like,
me.
they'll call somebody.
That was the part that was driving me insane. You expect the children to find these resources and these and he could not name them specifically. Name them. What are you talking about? What resources? What
Because
the
he watched that
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk video. He literally
Oh,
watched
that
that
was just
Charlie
Al.
Kirk video, and he just took that as talking points. He there's no research. He doesn't know. And in a lot of these cases, these are state programs. Like it goes state by state, county by county. It's not just a 1-800 hungry kid number. So yeah,
1-800 hungry kid is crazy.
I mean,
And going and Logic thought that shit was so funny.
like come on, man.
And to be fair, even if there was a number like that, I used to get confused as fuck as a kid how to even dial those numbers. Like, how do I, like, when I was 10, like, how the fuck do I access the letters?
Also, if you're 10, you concerned if you get charged too, because you know better. A little bit. You know you might get charged calling the 1-800 number. Yo, 1-800 hungry kid is hilarious, bro.
That is too funny.
It's just the sole thought of, oh, there are more overweight, obese children than starving children in America is so fucking stupid. I cannot believe that he actually thought that. It's something crazy. Logics, we looked it up while we were watching this. Isn't it like 1 in every like 5? Like,
14 million kids have food scarcity.
14 million.
And I think Stevie's brain is thinking about like the children on feed the world, like with their bones showing and shit. And it's like, that's fucked up as well. But in America, our standard shouldn't be that your ribs are showing till you get some food. That shouldn't be the standard in America. So yes, there are homes where kids are not getting enough food, and that's 14 million estimated. And there's 1 million abortions a year. Sir, and then
oh my God! I was about to say.
You already know where I'm gonna go with that.
I was about to say. I was about to say the obesity comparison wasn't the bad one. It was the abortion comparison and the car accident.
And the car
comparison.
accident
There is
was
a
oh
lot
my
of
God,
Yeah. It was like the car accident shit. Oh, yeah, everything's fucked up. Okay, well, if everything's fucked up, Charlie Kirk is fucked up. It's fucked up. Why you care? It's just fucked up, right?
And Apple made a good point about that. He said, yeah, it's a ton of accidents every year. Does that mean we're not supposed to make cars safer, the roads safer? Like,
because our cars back in the 1940s ain't the cars of today.
Fuck no. Yo,
Motherfucker got to beep your car beep every second. You try to turn it to the wrong lane.
If you talk to somebody that grew up during that time, they would say, oh yeah, we didn't have seatbelts. My mom just had to do this. Like, she had to do what? Yeah, she just had to do this. Oh my God.
No, it's funny though. Our parents was reflexive like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
Bruh, but it makes no sense, man. I think that
like
part. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like you said, like the obesity thing. There is an obesity problem.
Yes.
To be fair, it is one.
Yeah.
But the abortion one, first of all, the reason the abortion one is more egregious is because you claim you don't care, and then you try to sit there and defend that it's a problem, bro. That's how I know you full of shit and you don't believe this. You can't say abortion. I don't think abortion is a problem. A problem? No, I don't think it's a problem. And I say that with my whole chest. You can't say it even though you're trying to defend Charlie, who thinks abortion is a problem. You say abortion's a problem, but then you say, I don't care what nobody do. So why is it a problem? How can it be a problem if you don't care?
Why is it a problem if you don't care what anybody does? Like that is but that's what made this whole argument stupid, because he had no principles or stances of his own to stand on. He was just going with the high level Charlie Kirk talking points. And because he didn't do any research, he sounded even dumber when Abba started bringing out stats. It was just crazy.
When he said, "I don't need the stats,"
yeah, that
was
that was insane. That was
again.
That exposed how bought into a narrative the right is that they don't know. Like, that's why he had to, even to be fair, he maybe. No, I'm not going to be fair, because he covers politics. He didn't know when Apple was like, I'm glad you went to look up that the right engages in more political violence. As somebody that covers politics, I would think you would have known that anyway, because all the people you listen to don't. They know it too, but they're lying to you. That's why they keep talking about, well, polls say the left, they think that political violence is okay. Okay, well, who actually commits it though? Y'all ain't talking about that's that, right? Because y'all know and y'all liars. Stevie never took the time to actually investigate that information. He did it when he covered Abba and Preacher's video. Yeah, you want to talk about politics, bro? You so full of shit.
You're right, and that's how we know that it is indeed a grift, because when it comes to just anything that I talk about on YouTube, I double check myself profusely. Like, it is ridiculous, because I don't want to be wrong. So you meaning to tell me that you're just essentially taking talking points from the conservative, like, right side of the political spectrum, and you're not even checking to make sure that it is correct or incorrect. Like, oh, this side is saying this statistic. They're saying like most people on the left commit political crimes. You're not going to fact check yourself on that?
No. There's no need
I think
to
a lot of
check.
them do that. Yeah, I think a lot of them do that. Like the Hodge twins did that. Like when we're talking about they didn't want to live in a majority diverse country. They only wanted to live in a majority white country. It hasn't been a majority white country since the 1930s. So what are you actually talking about? We were born and raised in a more diverse country than an all white country. You get what I'm saying? So I think these people, it's the grift. It's just a grift. You
gotta be careful. I mean, this is why they want. This is why they're saying they want to take their country back. So be careful with that narrative.
It comes down to that though, like he said, because it's just no reason to just want to willfully engage in lies.
I'm sorry, go back to that point. You can't say you want to take the country back when white people run the House, the Senate, the courts, the federal courts, the Supreme
everything,
Court, the White House, when they are the Fortune 500 presidents,
you got
CEOs, CFOs. What country do you want to take? You want to take back the country from yourself? Who owns the country?
No, exactly.
You got it.
This is why I made a video the other day with that white guy in his car. I meant to release that months ago, but that's basically his whole thing, was just being upset. And he shares the same beliefs as all these people that just want to play victimhood. And then they want to cry and say the other side wants to play victimhood. But really, they're the ones who's crying themselves to sleep at night. All they do is bitch and complain about how they're no longer in control, how everybody else is controlling the narrative, how they're being attacked, and how everybody hates them. It's crazy to me.
You know what?
A 28-year-old white woman was just put in charge of ICE, I think. Like a 20-year-old white woman with no credentials was put in charge of ICE. It's literally the definition of not what you know, but who you know. And they have lived by that for as long as we've been alive. So to all of a sudden feel like your livelihood or your dominance is being challenged, and now you have to start a civil war, I think is the most insane thing ever. It is like mass hysteria.
And they say we're the snowflakes.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? We're not.
I'm sorry, Jew's not a snowflake. Jew is an independent.
We're not going to rest. Hold on there, boy.
Fuck with y'all.
We're not going to rest until we get
go get my MAGA jersey.
Until we get all the blacks out of basketball, football, baseball. Until we can get the blacks out of all of our sports, that's when we took our country back. All right. They're taking all the good sports.
It's too good.
Right, he was working on that bitch. Just so funny because like they said, Corinne Jean-Pierre, the last press secretary, she was a DEI because she was black, even though she's far more credentialed than Caroline Levitt, who just graduated and then got to be press secretary.
It's fucking
she
crazy.
Ain't do shit. She didn't do
Nothing.
shit. Caroline Levitt's resume is not extensive for 28. I'm sorry.
Hey, well, that's not. You can't say she didn't do shit. She got terrible lip filler. She did something.
Yeah, she did do something. She did do. She aged herself for pretty well, pretty convincingly. She aged herself convincingly. Kudos.
Anyway, look, there was another part of this video where he claimed that ABBA was biased. I wanted to play that a little bit because I don't remember why he accused.
It might be at like the 50-minute mark.
It's
I don't know.
the
I think Watts got it.
yeah, it's at
right?
the 36-minute mark. I wanted to play a little bit of that.
I was
real
watching
quick.
this at like 3 a.m, so I possibly missed it.
Oh no, you're good. Hold on.
This is why I was air punching Ghost Jew, because I was at work at 3 a.m.
So, Jew, just for context,
A hotel.
Random works at a hotel that is haunted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember from y'all live stream.
I'll come back to that after. Yeah. So when you say this is a very liberal take after like watching a good like 10 minutes of our video, and you feel like what we're saying when we're saying, hey, both got sides engaged in political violence, there's a lot of this happening right now. Why do you feel like this is a very liberal or biased take?
I mean, it kind of goes to what I was saying initially, where
Sweating, boy.
it was like minimizing the effects of Charlie's tragedy and bringing up other examples to compare it to. And I can't remember.
Okay. Just to come back to that, let's say if we could contextualize it, or we couldn't do it the way we want, talk about other political violence. What would you have preferred? Do you prefer that everybody who talks about Charlie's death talks about it in a vacuum and they just talk about him dying? Like, because you didn't like the fact that we talked about like all the other deaths and all that stuff, and that's fine. But like, what would you have preferred?
No, if in that video, if I understood it as you contextualizing it, I wouldn't have a disagreement with you. I just felt like it was a way to minimize what happened to Kirk.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys saw Abba and Preach's video talking about Charlie Kirk, but it was pretty clear. That's okay. All right, just making sure. That's why I'm confused.
He just wanted to fight. He
So-
wanted to fight on something.
So my thing about this specific part, and I think this was like the longest part of my video actually, is and Albert and Preach were just talking about like political murders.
Right.
You know, I was talking about black people that got killed, that got laughed at for years. So you go back to Trayvon Martin, like them doing the Skittles challenge. Keep in mind that they made George Zimmerman a celebrity. They made that man rich, and he was signing Skittles. He was signing his autograph on Skittles. They literally had the Trayvon challenge where they laid on the ground. They had bloodstained Skittles, Snapple in their hands. Yep. Then you go to George Floyd. They have been dragging that man for 5 years now. If you go on X, if you go on Twitter, you will see AI George Floyd, KFC outfits, everything. And it's like, how can y'all do that?
I've been seeing the
for a
George Floyd
decade?
jokes.
Yeah, how can y'all
And
do
I
that
guarantee
for a
you, we won't be
decade?
thinking about Charlie. We ain't gonna be thinking about Charlie Kirk in 5 years.
No.
We're not.
Exactly.
Absolutely not.
How can you do that for a decade and then demand a civil war when people aren't mourning for the loss of somebody that they viewed as racist? That blows my mind. It blows my mind.
It just shows how. If I ever wanted to say there was a Matrix, this is exposing it. Like y'all, we don't really buy into this Matrix shit. But if there is a Matrix or a form of it, this is it. Because for y'all to sit here and pretend like the norm for us is to celebrate death.
Right.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. Evil.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not celebrate death. It's not even just even Hulk Hogan. It was kind of like we was like, you know, fuck. Y'all didn't have no comeback because I guess he didn't mean as much. Y'all took a random civilian and made fun of them for dying unjustly.
Yeah.
You don't understand, Logic. We have to celebrate the great whites
out here demonizing minorities and shit like that. Just outright advocating for policies that hurt others and shit like that. That's who we like. Well, fuck them. But random, just simply because they're black. I'm at this point, it's because they're black. You're upset. You're making fun of their death because they're black, pretty much.
Absolutely.
Because even if George Floyd was white, they wouldn't make fun of him. Even if they thought it was unjust, they wouldn't make jokes about George Floyd. They wouldn't.
Not just jokes. Not just jokes about George Floyd.
Even if they felt it was unjust.
not just jokes, but that man can't even rest in peace because they will not admit that a knee in his back killed him. They keep saying fentanyl, just the same shit that Kanye was saying. It's ridiculous. And the fact that you can get so butthurt when the public as a whole refuses to honor this man is ridiculous to me. And the fact that Stevie is on here crying about this for an hour is crazy.
And do you know which part I also find annoying? I find it really annoying. First of all, when it comes to George Floyd, for some reason, like a lot of individuals on the right, they said George Floyd is your hero. Like, when the fuck did we ever say he's our hero?
Malcolm X.
It's very, now, when I say a small sect, there was a very, I'm not going to sit here and act like it didn't exist. There were people trying to pretend like he was some sacrifice.
I genuinely did not see that. I mean, it had to be very small.
But to be fair, bro, you have to go.
The dude was outside of the corner store bumming cigarettes. No disrespect. He was just a person living a life that got murdered by police on camera at a time when everybody was home and could see it. That's what happened. That's all it was.
Right.
He was not Martin Luther King Jr. I don't know why they think that's the case.
Yeah, they keep lying and pretending like we're saying that he's MLK or something, and no, it was unjust. To be fair, I'm gonna be 100. This might be a hot take, maybe not. It shouldn't be. Philando Castile probably should have been what George Floyd was.
Oh, good. Oh, 100%.
But it wasn't caught on camera. You couldn't hear him talking to that.
We only saw that extent. I thought it was on camera, or we only saw after.
We saw the after part of it.
After, yeah. That's what I thought. So,
I think George Floyd was like the first, like from start to finish, from the start of the altercation to the end of it. We got to see what happened. And again, it's at a time that was at the beginning of the pandemic, right? So I think everybody was home.
Yep, the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then that added to it too. The being at home and everybody just was not being themselves, I would say, I guess. Especially probably if you're not doing well, you're not yourself, probably. If you already was in a bad position in life, maybe, it's just a lot of factors in that.
I'm sorry to keep interrupting, Watts.
No,
I know we gotta actually review the video.
No, you're straight. You're straight. This is honestly why
we only did an hour so far.
Yeah. No, we're good. Damn it, there is another point that I wanted to bring up with this. I'm gonna let it play a little more. Maybe it'll come back to me. Hold on.
People can say whatever they want to say.
Okay.
I watched you, I follow you, and I was just surprised by the tape.
Okay. I feel like you got a lot of right-wing bias. I feel like you call and when
I do.
Yeah.
I can agree with
For him
you.
to admit that is crazy.
In the video, you said that you feel like the left
worse than
is
that,
the
though.
emotionally driven side. Do you feel like the right is more logical? You said the left is more emotional, so I feel like you think the right is more logical.
Yeah, I'd agree with that tape.
So you don't feel like the right engages in a lot of hysteria or a lot of emotionality?
Yeah, they do.
So then what the fuck? See, he keeps contradicting what he's saying. So, like, this is the part I think, Random, this is where I was with you at this point. This is where I was fighting because he keeps fucking contradicting himself.
Yeah.
Okay, like, you cannot say that the right is the most logical side, but agree that they also like partake in like hysteria and get emotional. Like, I don't understand. You're contradicting yourself.
Well, he specified it, I think, with just about the Charlie Kirk thing. After that happened, the hysteria. I don't think he was saying that in general. I could be wrong though.
He asked him. He did? Yeah, he specifically
emotionally
asked him.
driven side. Do you feel like the right is more logical? You said the left is more emotional.
In fact,
so I feel like you think the right is more logical.
Yeah, to think about it. I was going to say, realize he has to think about it.
Right engages in a lot of hysteria or a lot of emotionality.
Yeah, they do.
Do you feel
I think a valid, I guess so.
He's thinking in real. He has to think about these things.
It's like you see the gears spinning at the top of his head.
Dude, I see buffering all day long.
There's much more nuances in different ways
this
the
is
left
all
operates,
happening
man.
right now.
Outside of like racism and racism,
real time.
I feel like
He ain't
the
thought about
right
none of
This
this.
gets
nigga's buffering.
crazy extremists with racism
He hasn't
and
thought
like,
about
you
any
know,
of this. He just said it.
transphobia or whatnot, man. But there's just lots of spectrums to perspectives and different ways of looking at life and, you know, mental health type of things that, you know, derive mentally and emotionally from the left, which is propagated mostly on, I mean, all I see is on social media, bro. That doesn't appear as much on the right. It's usually like, you know, a nationalist or some white supremacist or, you know, some anti-gay that's out here.
Yeah.
He's scrambling, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, there's a pause it. You know, there's a difference in when you're trying to find correct words, because I know sometimes when you're, especially in a debate, when you want to find a word so nobody can mischaracterize what you're saying. Right. You know, you want to find a correct word, and that may take time. This man is thinking about entire concepts right now. He has no idea what he's trying to say and is trying to make it make sense so he doesn't look bad.
And you know
Period.
what? I have to give kudos to Abba right here, because if this was me in this debate, I would have stopped. It would have been very quiet, and I would have been like, what the fuck did you even just say?
He was being nice to that nigga, bro. Abba was being so
kitty glove.
nice. I'm telling you, he was being nice. Because I
I
was
said
like,
that at the end of my video.
Yeah.
I said he did not go halfway as hard as he could. Like,
What the fuck?
he could have made that man
because
cry.
at that point it would have been kicking a dead animal, because it's just so
Right.
obvious that he just had no idea what he was walking into. And I feel like for you to, as much as he covers Abba and Preach, because he says he likes him,
Yeah.
he should have came more prepared. I see people now. I'm not putting this on Stevie, but people was in Abba chat making fun of him like Abba got notes. Sorry, he came to have a fucking discussion about his video. And he can't remember everything Stevie says verbatim by his brain.
Abba got notes.
Sorry.
Abba's
notes.
bringing
I'm like,
statistics.
Bro,
Abba has
what's wrong
facts.
with you?
Fucking loser.
I was looking at this chat because I was so curious. I'm like, what is Stevie chat saying? Because this looks bad. And they was glazing the fuck out of him. Sending him super
W
chats
Stevie.
if he was gonna read it. So it was just like, oh God. But yeah. So in real time, he's trying to put together entire concepts in real time that he has not put real thought into. And it's just sad to see that you would do that.
It's
Especially on
You ever have a
platform
conversation
this
with
big.
somebody? Yeah, you ever have a conversation with somebody you've never met before? You're like at a mixer and you're just trying to make some shit up just so you can get the time to pass by. That's basically what he was doing. He has no idea what he's talking about. He is just literally just pulling shit out. Like he's ripping out a tapeworm at this point in time, because like that's all he's yanking at. There ain't shit else coming out. Like he is reaching. I'm telling you, at some point in time, he's gonna just start pulling his insides out.
Yeah, it was a lot of reaches.
Oh fuck! This man said he had an RFK tapeworm in his head. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of conversations as far as, you know, gender dysphoria. That's a mentally emotional type of conversation that, you know, is very relevant. The whole LGBTQ thing, and you get children
he
involved,
pulling
you know,
everything,
like
boy.
So much more nuanced.
Oh
much more
my
layered.
God.
The right wing is much simple. It's more based on
simple.
traditions and values, and then you got motherfuckers that are super traditional and super values, and that's when it gets hateful.
Yeah.
You can tell Abba was like, what the fuck? I gotta figure out how I'm gonna respond to this.
Imagine thinking complexity is necessarily a bad thing.
Complexity and diversity. And the fact that he talked about the left for 10 minutes and went on basically describing different levels and spectrums of diversity. Yep. And the only thing he said about the right is, yeah, they're logical, they're a little racist and a little traditional, but you know, that's it. That's what you're good with, Stevie? You're just good with the racism? It's cool. Like,
you can't be logical but also be racist. It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Like racism isn't it like a clear factor of being uneducated or uninformed or
absolutely
uneducated, fearful, and emotional, because the whole point of racism is you think you're better than somebody based on skin color, based on something that nobody can change. And you know, it was a quote, I forgot who said the quote, but basically if you can convince a white poor person that they're better than a rich black person, then you get what I'm saying? Like facts don't matter.
Some of them think that. Yeah,
it's crazy.
That was my quote. I'm taking full credit.
See, boom.
Do you think that traditions and values are are logic based?
Ooh, that's a great question.
He's fucked here. Excuse my language, Mom.
It's a twofold. Some of it is based on religion, but then like you can apply logic to it. You know what I mean? Because it's been a tradition because something has worked for so long, right? So if it's working, we built this logic to know it works this way. We sustained the quality of life for this long, so we know based on our tradition that this thing works. And then when we take take tradition and values away, we have this mess we're in right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'd fundamentally disagree with that. People have done certain things for thousands of years, from human sacrifices to all kinds of really fucked up traditions. And
I mean, I'm focusing here in America. I mean, there's no perfect way of doing things, bro. But
we can stop this section here. But whether he's talking about it doesn't matter. Like, when you are talking about traditions, just because something is tradition, that doesn't mean it's fucking logical. What are we talking about? Does he
I just can't go
think
with the
this?
fact of how lost this man is. I mean, Stevie is so lost in this conversation. This is when his intelligence level has been peaked. Like, he can no longer go any further. Like, he is maxed out as far as his stats go in this conversation. He's done. And that's the thing is now he's hitting the point where he's just making up shit. It's funny to really watch it again in real time, because I mean, the man is really scrambling and struggling to figure out like who he is, what he believes in, what his internal principles are. He doesn't know shit about himself, and that's what's getting exposed in this conversation. It seems it's like you see him really scrambling to be like, damn, do I really believe in faith? Is this really logical based? What's going on here? Like, who am I? I mean, he's really struggling.
Who am I? It's crazy. Also, I think Abba made this point somewhere in this section, but one can argue that faith itself, and this is coming from somebody that considers himself a Christian, like I consider myself a Christian, faith itself could be deemed as illogical in a lot of different ways, in a lot of different facets. So what are you talking about? What are we talking? And I can admit this. I can admit this because I mean, at the end of the day, I do believe there is a God, but I cannot. It's not logical to necessarily think that. You know what I'm saying? But I can admit that. Why can't you? Just saying faith is logical just because it's been around for a long time is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard before in my life.
Yeah, that made no sense.
I mean, I agree with that 100%. I think the bigger thing to me that stuck out to me was tradition. Mm-hmm. Slavery was a tradition that worked for hundreds of years. And there's nothing right about slavery. There's nothing correct about dehumanizing and exploiting somebody, a whole culture, a whole race of people, just because you can. So for him to say that tradition is logical and you have to keep doing it because it worked in the past is fucking ridiculous. It's just a horrible point to make. And even, you can go to the religion thing. It's some people that specifically don't believe in Christianity just because Christianity was used to keep enslaved people under a slave owner's thumb. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, his whole argument is flawed, like incredibly flawed in so many ways. It's crazy.
Hey guys.
Okay,
Go ahead. Real quick. Whenever y'all go to a Bojangles, make sure you sit in the back. It's tradition. It's tradition.
Bojangles is bogus as hell.
Go ahead.
Oh my God, I'm trying to think that threw me off. I'm trying to think of what I was even going to say. Oh my God.
It's tradition.
Oh my God. Oh, man, I forgot. It really threw me off when you said that.
I'm so sorry.
It has something to do something similar to that, but damn, I don't know. That's a lot.
Oh, gosh.
Damn it, I'm so sorry.
Stevie.
No, you're good. That was way worth it. That was way more worth it.
Say Stevie throughout this debate, every single topic that we've talked about so far, we've only watched fucking probably 20 minutes out of the debate in little snippets.
Yeah.
Every single part of this debate that we've watched, he hasn't had a personal principle to stand on, to actually debate Abba with.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Not one.
There one? Did he take a
One.
Okay. Okay, would you consider the hard? I don't even know if this is really a hard stance because he didn't define what was evil, but he like evil versus good. He didn't ever say what's considered evil, because we could say it's evil to the 10-year-old child thing or the not feeding children thing. We could say that's
He
evil.
did say what's considered evil. He said what's considered evil is people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death.
Oh, yeah.
And my argument to that is, did you call the right evil when they celebrated George Floyd or Trayvon Martin's death?
No.
But he didn't. So even that is skewed. You get what I'm saying? Like, he has nothing to stand on.
Yeah.
The reason why he has nothing to stand on is because he says later in this interview that he's never seen any of that shit. He acted like that it never existed. Remember, he was like, "Oh no, I've never seen any of those clips of Trayvon Martin or any of the people out there doing the George Floyd challenge." He never seen any of that somehow, which is complete BS because he's online all the time. Also, I remember the point I was going to make, and it was just simply, these guys are always talking about traditional times, going back to old tradition, going back to the way things used to be. There is no time period where black people have it good except for now. Like, I don't know why we keep wanting to go backwards. Like, every time people talk about, I want to go live in the medieval times. No, the hell you don't. I'm telling you, you want to live now. I mean, there is no time period. I remember they used to ask that bullshit back in school. Which time period would everybody like to live in again if we could? And I always said today, because there is no other time that is actually freaking good for us. We lose the further back we go in time.
And you know what's funny? You would think that they would say that, but we're on the left and say that.
Right.
We're like, yeah, like, I'll admit, like, yes, this is the best black people ever had it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pretend like it's not. But
this is the MAGA cast. Don't forget, Logic.
Like, man, it was better back in the 1940s. Like, what the fuck?
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, where our ass is supposed to get off the sidewalk if a white person was coming. It was like, no, move, nigga. It was like, damn, like, really? I mean, come on, how's that better? I just don't understand.
Yeah, you know what? You said that. And you're right. You're absolutely right. There isn't a better time for black people to live than now. If I had to pick, the furthest back I would go is, I guess, the 80s or the 70s. But even then, that's not even
I was going because let's say prior to the burning of it, would we want to be black at Black Wall Street or living there?
No, because if you step because if you step outside of Black Wall Street, outside of Tulsa, outside of those city limits, if you step outside of Rosewood, boom, it's still racism.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's still you could get lynched for being black.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm actually all right
there at that point in time, and then it burns down. Like,
no, I'm good. Matter of fact, Random University, I know you wanted to talk about the whole good versus evil part of this video.
We kind of went through it some. I just feel like it's the biggest hope for these people who have no stance on what side they want to be on. So like every time, like, you don't want to take a hard stance on saying, well, I'm actually alt-right, or I believe in the Republicans, or I'm actually secretly MAGA. They just say it's good versus evil. That's their biggest cope. That's how they mask their real feelings. And they act like they're not like, oh, I can't stand anybody on the left and the blue heart, like the blue hair, blonde eyed people. I can't trust any of it. Like, they just use it as a cope. And that's kind of my biggest thing when it comes to the good versus evil debate.
You're absolutely right. And what really pissed me off with this debate in particular, when he said this is good versus evil, at one point he could not directly say who was good and who was evil. And I looked at that Stevie Knight video where he was talking about Charlie Kirk. He was like, it was obvious that he was saying that the left was evil. It was obvious that he was saying he said there's no talking with these people. When he was about to cry, he was like, yeah, there's no talking. It's a civil war. They're evil. But he could not say the left is evil. Like, bro, I would rather you just say it. Don't be a little bitch about it. Just fucking say it. Just say it.
He was like, he was gonna let Trump handle his lightweight.
Right. Go ahead.
Watch, to your point, like, I'm just the type of person that I don't agree with everybody, right? If I don't agree with you, I don't agree with you. Right. But I would respect you for standing 10 toes down on what you believe.
Yeah.
Like, we don't gotta agree, but it's like, if I know where you stand, you don't like black people, cool, respect. Like, we can stay out of each other's space. But I'm not gonna argue with you about you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's where Stevie just comes off like a slime ball to me. Like, you're either uneducated, really ignorant, or just a fucking grifter. Like,
see, I think it was in your video, Jew, where you talked about like back in the day, obviously like KKK member leaders, they would meet with black leaders and they could agree to disagree. We both hate each other, but we could at least just move on and not kill each other. At some point in time, you go be racist over there and I'll hate you over here. And that's okay. But some of these people like Stevie, they just ride the fence the entire time. They take no real stances. Like that's the part that kills me the most. But like you can't have this discourse.
It's like he's the house nigga that will like creep out at night and then go serve the KKK with some cake and then like come back and be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's just,
I
it's
can't
just
stand
so
those
annoying.
white hooded bastards.
And you know what? Prior, and like Drew said, prior to this video, if somebody said, would you rather debate Stevie or Myron? I would be like, Stevie.
Stevie. Oh, God, Stevie.
I'd rather debate Myron because I can actually debate you on something you actually stand on.
That's fair.
No, it's harder to.
That's why it's so infuriating watching Stevie. It's like, bro, you aren't copping to a damn thing. And Abba keeps trying to understand you. He's trying to have a conversation with you so y'all can figure out where you actually disagree and talk about it or move on as Abba kept trying to do. We're going to agree to disagree. He said that after the damn debate. You just won't stand on shit.
To be fair.
What's the goal of the debate?
That's what I was about to say. If I want to just look good and I want to debate somebody, I would debate Stevie in that case. Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
if you want to just shit on somebody.
Yeah. But, I mean, if I... Like, God, because people ask me, how come you don't debate Myron? Like Myron's going to fucking pay attention to me, first of all.
Why do they say that to the smaller creator?
I don't know.
We have that choice.
I don't know. I don't have his phone number, bro.
Like, go debate Charlie Kirk. That's not up to me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Jesus Christ. But
I'm sorry if I cut you off.
Oh, no, you're fine. But I think Random was about to make the same point. It just depends on, like, what is the goal of the debate. There in a lot of instances,
I mean, an actual good conversation is what I meant.
Fair.
I'm not sure I remember coherently the part that you were just clicking on about the evil versus evil, or what
Evil
was
versus
evil.
good, yeah.
What was Stevie actually saying at that point?
I think at this point he was trying to say that the people that were celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, they were the evil ones. I think in this debate, that's what he was trying to say. However, in the video that he made, he was painting it out to be that the individuals on the left in general were the evil ones.
Stevie? I thought you meant Stephen Miller.
No.
Oh, no.
Steve Miller. Okay, wait. Which Stevie video? He made so many. So which one are you talking about?
When Charlie Kirk, I was talking about the one when Charlie Kirk initially, like when he first died, and Stevie made that video.
Oh yeah.
When he made that video,
I did watch that one. And you say you feel like he said the left.
Yeah, he didn't say it directly, but you can watch the video and you knew what the fuck he meant.
I might have to go back because I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know if I got that vibe. I don't know.
Let me see.
I might have to go back.
Even that for me, even that point for me, right? And I feel like it's just fair to say, if you want to say that people that celebrated Charlie Kirk's death is evil, completely agree. That's fine. You can have that, but you also have to give that same assessment to all the people on the right that celebrated black people getting killed by police. And we have it on video. We have Instagrams, we have Twitters, we have people dressing up in costumes. You just have to give that same energy. That's my whole beef. If you want to say celebrating death is evil, cool. But you can't say these people that celebrated death is evil. Oh, but I didn't see this, so it don't count. Like that's ridiculous to me.
I guess in his brain, he was so hyper focused on it was on camera, and it was like, bro, like I get what he was trying to say, but that's not the real issue at heart right now. And like you said, Drew, it's like you think it's evil to celebrate death, cool, but you're hyper focused on Charlie Kirk when there's more reason to be. Hear me out, anybody, wherever you lie. There's more reason to understand why people was celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, even if you disagree. Then there's understanding for people to celebrate and make fun of Trayvon's death. Because
and on top of that, he kept getting mad, and his main point for his video was he felt like Charlie Kirk's death was being discounted because Abba brought up points of other people dying, and it's like you have to put those things in context for that conversation to even happen. Like somebody, that didn't happen in a vacuum. So to be mad that it's brought in a general conversation is just, ugh.
And notice he was waffling between talking about he was first of all, he's talking to Abba about what his video represented. When Abba was explaining it to him, he then said, "That's not what I'm talking about." But you're approaching Abba about his video.
Exactly.
And he's telling you what his video was meant to do, and you're like, "That's not what I'm talking about." Well, make your own fucking video. Abba didn't respond to you. You responded to Abba, and he's explaining to you his goal, and you're like, "I ain't taking it like that." Well, that's a you problem, Stevie, because I knew Abba was like, Abba was trying to talk about the bigger picture of why Charlie Kirk died. He ain't talking about just Charlie Kirk's death because it's sad. That's not what this video was about. He's like,
all right,
this is how the fuck we got here. I'm not shocked, and it needs to stop. How you didn't get that? I guarantee you 98% of his watchers understood exactly what was happening.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Agreed.
While you were talking, I was trying to see if I could find the video. I could not find it because he has multiple channels.
Because he has so many, right?
Yeah.
He got like 10, right?
It honestly gets confusing. So if I find it later, I'm gonna send it to you, and I want you.
I mean, maybe
It's between Night Talk and Stevie Knight.
What's your chat talking about?
Hold up, let me see.
Yeah, this shit talking.
Yeah, they
talking.
talking.
This nigga held over 130 people this whole stream. Shout out to fucking
Yeah,
Watts.
what you mean? Shout out to
for
all
real.
of us, man. I mean, y'all. This is because y'all are on the panel.
I'm doing bigger numbers too.
Well,
Hell
this is
yeah.
big things for me.
I'm doing bigger numbers too.
But yeah,
This
I
is real
appreciate
big.
y'all, man. Shout out to the 150 people that are in here. Jesus.
Yeah, bro, you held over 140 this whole time, bro.
Yeah, it's been strong.
Good Lord. Well,
It's because we got the celebrity Jew in here.
No, absolutely not.
Drew put it, nah, nigga, absolute. Nah, I love my nigga Watts, but Drew, you carrying a lot of weight right now.
for sure.
Absolutely not.
For sure. Look, I put your name in there in the title, bro. And part of it is you.
You doing it for me too, nigga.
Yeah, look, because I'll average.
We're all here together. It is a team effort.
Look, I'm just saying,
man.
I'll average like 70. It's like usually. There's 150 people in here, bro. I ain't got no problem giving credit where
Nigga,
credit
I got
is due.
14.
Look,
Team
my
effort,
average
baby.
is 7.
Yeah.
We in here together. What is it? A rising tide lifts all ships. That's all.
But for real,
Look,
I
I reached out to Watts. I was like, look,
I'm laughing
Watts.
at random laughing at me, but don't want to sound disrespectful.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just want to point out this name. I just want to point out this
Autism
name in your
Obama?
chat. The name is Autism Obama.
Hey, you cannot be upset at him, all right? He took Tylenol.
My bad, Logic.
He took Tylenol. That's why his name is Autism
know who that
Obama.
is?
No, I don't know who that is.
Respect.
I don't know who that is, but that's
Okay.
hilarious.
Respect.
I've been laughing at it this whole time.
Okay, I guess that's what Drew was trying to address.
Yeah.
I don't know what he said.
Autism.
I saw him, but I saw him saying some bullshit.
Oh man, look, real quick. I guess while we talking about the chat, I might as well just read off these super chats that I got. Shout out to Tareen.
Oh, yeah, you got
Ray.
plenty.
Yeah, Tareen said, I knew something was off with Stevie when he gave one of the most cringe sinners reviews I have ever heard. I felt like I was leaking brain matter listening to that film.
I reviewed that too.
Yeah.
If you ain't seen it, go watch
Yeah.
my. That's one of my most popular videos on my channel. Like,
Hilarious.
My Stevie Knight coverage of his Sinners review.
He also said Stevie was dressed like he just came from the Cowboy Carter concert. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the $10 and the $5. And he sent another $10 too. Damn. Shout out to you, bro. The irony is Charlie Kirk and George Floyd were born the same day. I just recently found that out.
Did I tell you that once?
Nah,
Did I send that to
I
you?
just recently found that
I think
out.
I told my family. I think I said that to my family. I was like, these things was born on the same day.
He said both
That's
were
crazy.
taken out by white men, both neck wounds on the same side, and it was nationally
Yeah,
seen.
I just think MAGA is not going to get the the recognition data they think they're going to get.
Yo, hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If they actually do that shit, let's say George Floyd Remembrance Day. It's his birthday.
Oh my God!
I'm
Yeah, it's
sorry,
going
I'm
to be
doing
like
it.
another
Oh, for
Juneteenth.
sure.
You gotta
I'm gonna
do it.
do it. If they do it, I'm gonna do it. Wait, before you, sorry, Watts. Before
You
you
good.
go on, is this supposed to be a singular day or every year?
Every year.
Are you sure?
I
Yeah, that's
think
what
it's
they
every
said.
year.
Oh hell no.
He said, "Oh hell nah."
Oh hell no, bro. Well, every day we gonna celebrate George Floyd's birthday. I don't give a fuck.
For
we
sure.
Need to tell. Hey, no, dead ass. If they, I swear to God, if they talk about this shit, y'all, we need to make a movie. Remember, we're gonna make it George Floyd's birthday. Fuck
Yeah, 1,000. Yo,
dead ass.
1,000%.
every day.
1,000%.
I'm dead ass. Y'all not finna have me celebrating Charlie Kirk's birthday
No.
every year.
Matter of fact, nigga, I will go to work. I'm not taking off. I'll go straight to work. I don't want the holiday.
He did that shit on Juneteenth.
He did.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, he did.
He was like, "It's a work day. I don't care. Everybody go to work. I'm going to work. It's not a holiday."
Okay.
Like, you went out of your way to be antagonistic to black people, bro. Take the day off. If they had I swear to God, if they had a white history day, I would be like, "Hey, that's a day off from work."
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
But you know,
Nobody
Logic,
should
just
work.
what you said, like that again. That's my whole issue with all of this stuff, right? People just can't admit. I would respect everybody if they just admitted that Charlie Kirk was antagonistic to black people. He had anti-black narratives. He skewed points and facts and data points into whatever narrative he was trying to pitch against black people. If white people, or not white, if the right could just say that, I would respect it so much.
Yes.
Like, yeah, he ain't fuck with black people, but we fuck with him. Then it'll be like,
Okay.
okay, cool, respect.
At least we know.
Because they want to lie. Yeah,
Yes.
because they want to lie and say everything is taken out of context. That is my biggest issue with them. And that's why Stevie just looks like a fucking douche. He does.
There's no other way to put it besides that's bad when all you got, bro. He looks like a fucking douche. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, shout out to Big Weeb Sauce for the $5 super chat. They said I don't think I need to listen to 2 hours context of Charlie just trying. I'm sorry, like
Big
yo.
weed sauce.
Too many
Big
typos.
weed sauce. You need the context to understand.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, big weed sauce?
Oh, I see now. Okay. He said, I don't think I need to listen to 2 hours of context of Charlie Kirk's justifying his daughter getting raped. What Charlie said was wrong.
Crazy typo.
Yeah, bro, I really, to be fair though, I don't know if you ever sent a super chat, but for some reason, like the autocorrect doesn't work. Like it's really weird. So I don't judge
Weird,
anybody.
yeah.
And the last one was Albert's Choice with the $20 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. He said, damn, I came late. Shout out to Kilowatts and Logics. They used to call me
Yo,
that.
shout out to Albert. Hey, man. Hey, shout out to Albert, bro.
Albert
you
the
be
goat.
funding my life on YouTube, bro.
Albert the GOAT, man.
Albert is different, man. Like you different, bro. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. I can't even explain it, man.
Right.
You different.
Yeah, Albert is dope,
Straight
man.
up.
Look,
Albert is different.
so real quick,
Dog, I'm sorry.
Go
This-
ahead.
This is my last interruption. I promise.
You good.
On White History, on White History Month, I'm not seasoning my food and I'm practicing.
you
gentle
are
parenting.
lying.
Dog,
He said I'm practicing gentle parenting. I'm practicing gentle
hey,
parenting.
dog, unseasoned chicken is crazy.
Man, hey,
my
listen,
God,
guys,
bro.
seriously, on a serious note, I just want to make sure that everybody, every morning, make sure that you get up and you pray to your George Floyd mural every day,
Jesus
because
Christ.
that is what we're supposed to do as black folks, because that's what
Hey.
the alt-right believes,
Apparently.
is that we
Right,
worship
they
George
believe it.
Floyd to the
They
point
really-
of
it's-
religion.
Man, that's so crazy. Because y'all, that's the thing. We never deified George Floyd. It was just wrong.
It was just
You know what I'm
wrong,
saying? It was just wrong.
Yeah, it just,
bro. Oh my.
we just said it was bad.
It was bad, exactly.
Yo,
but in all seriousness, my chat, watch chat, Jews viewers in here, randoms viewers in here. If they,
I think so.
If Charlie Kirk's
for sure,
birthday
random.
is a day of remembrance every year, we are celebrating George Floyd's birthday.
Yes.
I'm dead serious about that shit.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Cool with
Dead
it. I'm
fucking
cool with it.
serious.
Hell yeah.
you know that's how it's gonna get flipped anyway.
Yeah, probably.
The tradition is that blacks and whites are going to fight every day on that holiday. Is because
that
it's
day,
so
yeah,
divided
yeah.
between George Floyd and Charlie Kirk. We're just going to be racially
But you know
divided,
what?
and we're
We
going to make
kinda
sure we
are-
fight each other that day.
But
We
you
kinda
know
already
it's
win
crazy.
because they have the same birthday.
I was just gonna say, as crazy as this sounds, right? Like at heart, I'm an optimist. I firmly believe.
Oh, another
that
one.
There is. I firmly believe that there is a group of people that voted for Trump specifically for economic reasons, right? Like, and that
Yeah.
group of people
Because they was misguided.
bought into whatever misguided business guru bring the country back, we're struggling right now rhetoric that there was, and that they're not fucking MAGA Nazis. And
I agree.
that if we do have fair and balanced elections, midterms next year, if those still exist, I do believe that it's a strong possibility to sweep the House and the Senate.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if that happens, that at least
It's
puts
fair,
the brakes on some of this, and that maybe we can get an election in 2028. And I also think it's insane that that the right is fully for Trump running in 2028. Like the Constitution goes
won't
out
be
the
mad at
window
it.
when it comes to any of this.
They won't be mad at
They
it.
have hats. They have hats. They have Trump 2028 hats.
Dude, the Project 2025 has been enacted. Like it's going on actively as we speak.
Yep.
They won't be mad at it, not one bit.
To be fair, I think Trump did say that he wasn't going to run again. So
He won't have to.
Trump
They're just going to give him the office as long as he's still alive.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think he's gonna make it.
Oh, no. Absolutely
the
not.
thing
Fuck them
is-
hands, bro.
The thing is, the people that you have to watch out for, right, are the people that say something and then they're doing something else behind the scenes. So he came saying he was going to drop the Epstein list. He was going to be an advocate for free speech.
True.
And he's done the complete opposite of everything that he said he was going to do.
Very true.
So it's kind of like you have to watch the people that say these things because they're just doing something different behind the scenes. So if he's saying he's not going to run, you bet your ass he's going to, if he's still alive, he's going to run in 2028. If that skin disease don't get him,
if he does try to run in 2028, if it doesn't work, he's just gonna hurt whoever can run. I think that would just do more damage to their party. Even though I know they're fucked. The Republicans are fucked after Trump because the way they're acting, you can't go from MAGA to just a standard Republican.
You can't
No,
walk it back.
absolutely
You
not.
can't walk it back.
And whoever you try to get to try to act like they're Trump is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? You can't manufacture a Beyonce. You can't do that.
But here's the problem. And I know this isn't a full political conversation because we still have like debate to watch. But here's the problem. And here's my problem with Democrats. They're pussies. And can you tell me who the Democratic leader is right now? Can you tell me who the front runner is right now? Because I can't.
They're Gavin Newsom. That's the only person. Gavin.
No. People with common sense are saying
There is
Gavin
no
Newsom.
front runner.
Have you heard the Democratic Party support Gavin Newsom?
That's fair. Not really.
There is no front runner.
We're really too soon to be thinking about it. This is the first.
Lies.
We ain't even 1 year
Absolutely
into
lies.
Trump.
You got
to think about it now.
We waited 3 months to get a Democratic presidential.
Well, that's because
nominee
Biden
this
bitch
time.
ass did that shit to us.
I just feel like
Biden
at
fucked
least
us
right
over.
now, I feel like at least right now, if you were strategic and you were wise, and this was 48 Laws of Power, Game of Thrones, you would be softly positioning somebody to be a front runner that would have a voice for the Democratic Party where everybody could just get behind them and know that's what it is. But as of right now, it's just fuck. That's why I'm independent. I don't fuck with you.
I mean, honestly, bro, I think that's what's happening with Gavin. Right?
Yeah,
I think they're positioning Gavin to run for president. I think that's what's happening right now. And of course, they can't be like, Gavin's running for president because that gives them 4 years to attack him.
Yes.
So I think they're just trying to put him in position right now. To be honest,
I agree. If they are smart, they would lean more into Gavin Newsom. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah,
but
I can't help but keep thinking about when Jew was mentioning that skin disease. That all I keep thinking about is the sensei from Demon Slayer still running for president in like 2028 because the motherfucker is like his entire skin has been completely consumed. He's dying. It's like, dude, he can't run anymore. But it's like, no, I'm still gonna try to run for office, and he's completely just comatose. That's gonna be Trump.
100%. I mean, if we didn't catch Biden slipping. If we didn't catch Biden slipping in full dementia, like shaking hands with ghosts, they definitely would have ran him again. Like hands down.
I'm not even trying to be like. I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't think Trump's gonna make it for a year. I don't think he's gonna.
Consumed from the skin disease, dude.
Yeah.
Biden made it. Biden made it literally by the hair on his head, like a strand of hair. Like you barely.
How old is Trump? Is he's 70? What?
Trump is.
I think he's 89. I'm just kidding. No, he's 70.
I don't know. Pushing 80. I don't know.
He's 80, I think.
Let's see. Donald Trump age.
We've
he's
seen
living longer
old
than the average male lifespan.
We've
79.
seen old people
He's
with bad
79.
health make it. So Oh, wow,
he's
he's
not,
79.
bro. Trump eats McDonald's regularly. He's not making it.
No,
fucking 84,
absolutely
bro.
Dude,
not.
no,
But
guys.
so does Warren
No,
Buffett.
remember,
So does Warren
this is
Buffett. He's
about
still
good
alive.
versus evil. Evil people
Warren
don't
Buffett
die.
is richer than Trump.
Damn it, that's true. That's true.
Warren Buffett is richer than Trump.
For some reason,
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I think
you're
I got us
good.
distracted.
You're good.
Did we talk about the evil versus good thing? Did we even watch that clip yet?
Okay, did we? No. Let's. You want to wrap up on that? Watts?
we can wrap up
the
on it.
evil
I
versus
don't
good,
know.
'cause I know Watts
I don't
wanted
know
it and
how
Ju
much.
wants it.
I don't know how much of the clip we're gonna play because that's a long section.
No, you ain't gotta. No, we. I think everybody here saw this
Okay.
already. We don't have
Yeah,
to. Watch
I just
everything. We
don't
need
remember.
We need the
Like
we
synopsis?
need the inception and the idea of what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watts has got more super chats.
Oh, shout out! Oh, that's Dow. Shout out to Dow for the $20
Yeah,
super
I don't know if
chat.
you read them all.
Good
Yeah.
lord! Yeah, this love this panel. Always enjoy the engagement. This is the wildest timeline we're living in. Never thought the president would come out to say acetaminophen causes autism. He couldn't even pronounce it. Again, love the combo.
He
Appreciate you, bro. No, he couldn't. He couldn't.
I just made a TikTok on that shit. I saw niggas. Mind you, he said this in the same speech where he said the people running this country is stupid. Who running the country, sir?
Yeah.
Hold on. What did you say in the TikTok though?
Huh? What did I say?
Yeah.
I said I played Trump's clips. And
Okay.
I responded. I said
Yeah.
Trump said the stupid people run this country. I said, damn, that's a Freudian slip. He said acetaminophen. Acetaminophen.
I mean, so I don't know if y'all know, but so I got 4. My oldest son has autism.
Okay.
He was diagnosed with autism when he was 2. So my ex is a speech pathologist. So she caught it like really early. He wasn't meeting like certain milestones and all of that. So specifically for us, like he's got summits and all this different type of stuff, and we try to point and identify the autism. And of course, like a large.
Hold up,
people-
Jew. You sound like a
autism-
robot.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on.
It happened before during the live.
My bad.
longer than
Let me know if
usual.
I'm good.
You good?
Oh, you good
Am I
now?
good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I'm in the basement. I got to get another router down here.
You straight.
But so a lot of people try to identify shots. So specifically for my son Xander, after he got his 12-month shots which have heavy metals in it, he literally regressed, right? So just to hear them get on stage and promote at Charlie Kirk's memorial. Oh yeah, we got the cure to autism. Yeah, you heard that? We got the cure to autism. And then for it to be fucking Tylenol, it's like, dog, really? Like you can't come out with anything better than that. And it's just and for anybody, one, you can't believe these people, this administration, about anything. But for people that were really hopeful, like, okay, maybe they got something, it's kind of like a slap in the face. Like, really, dog? Tylenol's what we got?
I didn't even think about it in those terms. Yeah, if you're actively dealing with something like that and you hear something, oh shit, at the very least, even if it ain't true, let it be new. Like the Tylenol shit ain't come out the fucking sky,
Right.
Bro. So and I didn't even think about it in those. If you actually are dealing with that and you maybe hoping for some understanding of things, you know what I'm saying? So you can plan for the future or, know what happened prior. It's just like, bro, this isn't even new information, and it's old information. Is not what you're presenting it
Literally,
as.
all they said was studies have been done. Yeah, no shit. We've known that for years. You haven't come to us with anything new. We know studies have been done, and there hasn't been a study that could confidently link Tylenol to autism.
Watch that manga that I showed
Tylenol,
you that I be debating. He sent me a study from John Hopkins, like, oh, you said there's no evidence, and then I sent him the study. He sent me back where it says, by no means should you take this study to mean that Tylenol causes autism, and that's all I'm.
And what did he say?
You fucking idiot! Your study. He tried to defend what he said. He just tried to defend it nonstop.
The thing on top of that is, like, Tylenol is a brand. That's like saying therapy.
Tylenol is gonna sue the fuck. I hope they sue his ass. I hope they sue him.
I hope they sue. Yeah.
God.
Because did you see, bro? I think you was watching my stream. How the lady in the back was so blue that he kept saying Tylenol when they was like acetaminophen.
Yeah.
And he came. Every doctor said acetaminophen. Well, doctors then RFK, so because he's not a doctor.
Yeah.
They all said acetaminophen. Trump comes back like, yeah, so they keep saying acetaminophen. I said
Tylenol.
Tylenol. So Tylenol. Y'all know that do not fucking take Tylenol, you dumb sons of bitches. And whoa. Shout out to Albert Choice coming through with the motherfucking
He went on your stream too?
Super chat.
Good
Did I just
Lord.
super chat earlier? My bad. Here you go, Logics. No, you did. Appreciate you, my nigga. Thank you, Albert.
Good Lord. Yeah, I got a couple to read too. Shout out from downtown with the $20 super chat. He said, yo, what up, fellas? Turning in late. Did I miss the Myron Gaines slander? We haven't talked. We did not even mention Myron. If I did, it's cool. He's a dub. I'll catch the next one. This wasn't even about Myron, but I appreciate the $20 super chat, bro. Kyle with the $10 super chat. Hello, gentlemen. I enjoyed the panel discussion. I never want to see anyone killed, but you reap what you sow. Always be mindful what you do and put out into the universe. And shout out to all.
What was Malcolm X's quote? I've never been sad at chickens coming home to roost. Was that the quote? Something like that?
Yeah. And shout out to Autism Obama. He said, I have autism, but I only use ibuprofen, so skin crawler is wrong. Okay.
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
Yo, that name is taking me out.
Yeah.
Obama, yeah.
But anyway, man, did you guys have anything else to add about this debate in general?
I have a question for the panel,
Sure.
actually, about the debate in general. So, like, we know, for instance, Abba can move on from this. Like,
Of course.
he handled himself well. He carried himself well. He talked about his points. He countered Stevie's points when they were made. My thing is, what hit do you think Stevie takes from this, or none at all? Because, like Logic, you said that he was getting W's in the chat.
He was.
So does Stevie take a hit from this?
Absolutely not.
Minor. It doesn't matter. The hit he's gonna take is insignificant, especially with a 500K sub. Oh shit! Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. I got another super chat.
Look at
Dal,
that.
thank you, Dal. Giving you some love as well. Always appreciate your content too, man. These conversations help move the forward. Appreciate you. Thank you, Dal.
Appreciate you, Dal. But yeah, I honestly don't think he takes a hit at all, because even when I created a post and I said that we were going to talk about this, or I was going to make a video on it, whatever, there were people that said Abba could not stick to his own points. And I was like, how? And every time they would say something like that, I would say, okay, give me examples. They could never give me examples. They said Abba lost. How? Crickets. Abba was wrong.
Yeah.
How? Crickets. So
You saw me watch. I was under there.
I
I be
saw.
ready to argue confident. I was under that bitch. I turned Watts comments into mine, because I reply to like 90% of my comments. And now when people be tweaking under Watts posts, I be under there like, what you talking about? Let's argue.
yeah.
I mean, but you know, from a certain perspective, I can see how somebody could say Stevie won, right? It's kind of the same. It's kind of the same thing with Trump. It doesn't matter what the facts are. It doesn't matter what the points are. I'm gonna say my shit confidently, and it don't matter what you say.
But that's
'cause I'm
the
a brick
thing. He
wall.
didn't even say it confidently, though. I could agree with you.
No.
I could agree with
when
you.
he said he don't care about facts or whatever it was about the kids school lunch thing. You know,
I don't need
like he
stats.
just stuck to his gun with that. Yeah, I don't need stats. So I can see that just for dumb people. Like, you know, I think it was the Breakfast Club. They said Dame Dash sounds smart to dumb people.
Yeah.
Stevie sounds smart to dumb people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
It's
see
funny
that.
because it was so funny because like the way you said it, Jew, like it sounds good to the people that support him. But before the debate really got kicked off, as Stevie first spoke, Watts would say, "Hey, am I tripping, or does Stevie sound timid?"
He
just
did.
sounded so
He sounded
mean.
scared.
Oh, yeah, he did. Sounded like he was not confident.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and I agreed. I was like, yeah. I'm like, first I knew because I seen him before, but Watts hadn't. I seen him when he talked to Hunter. It was the same shit. He went into talking to somebody that was a liberal and just did not have any confidence in it. And it was just like, this one you should be the most confident when you're talking about politics.
Yes.
Like that's something you should go into it confident with. Even when I had to talk to Andrew Wilson, my only concern was the fact that I know that Andrew isn't a good faith right winger. But
At
optically,
all.
I know that everybody is gonna agree with Andrew Wilson. But I knew if anybody goes back and look at me and Andrew Wilson's exchange, it was stupid because he said I did something I literally said the opposite of.
And
so it was just
and
it's
Logic's kept
absurd.
saying
And he-
it over and over again, but it didn't fucking matter.
It didn't make no. It didn't matter to Andrew. He kept repeating what he felt, and I was like, "I'm literally telling you the opposite." And he kept saying it, and his crowd is like, "Oh, dunked on the black guy," and it was like, okay, whatever. So you got shit like that. So
Yeah,
it's
because
just-
if you say something often enough and passionate enough, it becomes the truth.
True.
yeah,
I mean, that's what they go on.
yep.
It's such a dumb world that we live in.
You randomly looking at my video.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I think your chat said it. This is the super chat. This is the dumbest timeline to be alive. Like I can't even believe. This is just.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only good one for black folks is the stupidest one ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the only time period we're
Oh.
good in is the dumbest of times.
My bad, random.
The worst of times.
I thought I didn't link your channel, but it was Jews that.
Oh, I
needed
was
to
linked
link.
in here.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's my bad. I'll
But yeah,
link-
Drew was asking that question, but that's my answer.
Apparently, I got a lot of dislikes on that anime video. Talking
Yo,
about David.
I wanted to talk about that later. But what do you think? Random, do you think Jew is gonna take a hit from this or nah?
You mean,
Well, I think Jew is going to take a
Stevie.
significant hit. I'm just messing with you.
I mean, not Jew. I mean, my bad. I said Jew. My bad. Do you think
that's
Stevie?
what Abba, when
is gonna-
Stevie was like,
I
"Yeah,
know.
so what's the
No, I
worst
know.
thing you
So-
think Abba said?"
So honestly, I
And
don't
I'm
think
sorry.
Stevie's going to
After
take
you
much of a
answer,
hit.
random. After you answer, sorry to again like swerve the conversation, but I am interested in the anime video. I want to know what happened. So go ahead and answer that first.
Oh well. So like honestly, I don't think Stevie's gonna take much of a hit because all these people be meat riding Stevie. It's just like anytime you get so big, there's gonna be way more people that's in your like sub base, basically cult following you to the point where they're gonna agree with everything you gotta say. It doesn't matter how wrong you are, how ridiculous your takes are. They're just gonna be like, oh yeah, W Stevie. It doesn't matter like if he sounds stupid or if he sounds timid, scared to death. I mean, because honestly, he really did sound timid going into
He
the debate. It was really strange. It's so like if you know somebody who's like going to approach another person and they see the body language of them like kind of cowering down, that's what Stevie felt like. It felt like he already knew he wasn't on level playing ground, and he was like, "Oh damn, I got to go do this." And then he tried to go stand up for himself and got his face put in the dirt. And that's kind of what happened.
Like where your mom make you go outside and fight the bully.
Your mama make you better go out there and fight.
You better go out there.
You gonna fight him. He gonna keep coming after you.
All right.
Fucking hilarious.
But okay, so the anime video, all it was just me talking about how like because David had this big infatuation with anime. A lot of people like anime. I love anime, but there are different like sides to the people who love anime. I feel like you like the inspirational, heroic kind, and then there's also the people who love the weird sus kind of anime. Like there's different like pockets of the anime, and there's also different discussions of much nerddom. Like there's a point where it's like okay, I like cartoons and shit, and there's some people who like to beat their meat to it, and it's like if you're going to be one of those people that's touching yourself to it, you're in the weird category. And I feel like David was probably one of those people who was in the weird category, who watches it for all the weird things and doesn't get the good out of it. They just get the sick, diabolical, twisted anime where they got little 6-year-old girls who are supposed to be 35-year-old women, and there's like a 29-year-old guy trying to clap her cheeks, and it's like, dude, she's still in the body of a 6-year-old. How are you sitting here trying to tell me this is okay? And the people who like it, you're going to sit here and say that you're perfectly sane when I'm like, no, you need to be on a list. I just don't get that.
Random. I don't know what's going on, but I have not been getting notifications for your videos. So that's why I'm a little lost.
Oh damn! See, I've been uploading very often.
know if-
All you got to do is just be like, "Damn, I wonder if he uploaded a video," and I probably.
But I
have.
looked today because I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "Has Random been uploading?" Because I have you set to give me notifications, but I have not been getting them, and I saw you upload a couple videos. So I don't know if YouTube on some bullshit with you. That's why I just say that. 'Cause
Man, it depends on the video I
have not been
release.
getting notifications on your videos, and I was. That's why I'm like,
Yeah, my channel was trying to turn me in from a fresh and fit basher into a Dr. Umar basher, which
yeah, that's
boy, I did
that's
really good on the
fucked up.
Dr. Umar videos. I was kind of in my
And then
bag
you
on
try to
those.
move away. Now they like, nah, fuck that nigga. You need to.
They're
do
like, no,
like
you got to stay in that
Umar.
lane. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
I don't want to
exactly.
stay in this
that
lane.
That wouldn't shock me because all my flat Earth videos go fucking bonkers. So,
Oh yeah.
But,
I noticed that when you
Umar
post.
videos.
Oh, thanks, man. I didn't know you watched.
I didn't hear you say he liked your what?
The Umar
The
videos.
Umar videos he did. He
Oh,
did
yeah.
like it was like 3 of them that I saw. I liked them. So just real quick about the anime thing. That whole thing about the, the lollies or whatever. That's why I couldn't watch Seven Deadly Sins. It was just like they have these just
Really?
moments where it's like I don't even want to like just and have like somebody else come in the room and see me.
Let's say, what if
this
somebody
right
walks
now.
in and they got to justify this shit?
That's
You're
fair.
Like, you know what, man?
Honestly,
I don't know if I can have this. I said in my video, well, you know what? You could just watch the video. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Fair, but do you really feel like because I didn't watch the whole. I was watching it on my walk, but I didn't finish the whole video because my mom called me. But what was the connection between that type of anime and David?
Oh, there was no real connection. It's just I was just making up like a hypothetical shit. Like I was just bringing a scenario to your mind. Like it's a red flag to women. So like this is why women find people who like love anime a lot as a red flag. Now I said also in the beginning of the video that women are going to have to just get used to the fact that most dudes like anime because most of us do. But you might want to vet them and see like what particular types of anime they dive into to see if they're going to be weird and chop
That's
you up
clever.
later like David, or if they're going to have a normal relationship.
So this is super random, but random universe is super random.
I know.
But I did a video on my channel. One of the favorite videos I've ever done in my life, which got no views, was about anime. And it was it was like a Twitter argument that just spiraled into a whole thing. And it was basically that if you were black and you watched anime growing up, when we all grew up, the 90s, early 2000s, whatever, that you got bullied. That the black community was violently against anybody that watched anime.
1000%.
And of course, I tried to cover both sides of the discussion. But for me, I remember watching Dragon Ball Z with friends. So I didn't get that aspect of like being bullied, but they also made the distinction. Like, it's the difference between watching Dragon Ball Z with friends, they're running through the hallway in middle school doing kamehamehas in front of the girls. And I was like, yeah, I get that point.
But you know what? I think Dragon Ball was literally the cutoff, though. Like, it was cool to watch Dragon Ball Z, but anything else, like, you were looked at as weird for whatever reason.
Pokemon.
No, there was a good range of some.
Pokemon too.
Yeah,
I mean both. Yeah, boy. Pokemon.
I mean, no,
if you watch Pokemon.
I loved Pokemon, but the thing is, well, to be fair, we got more of that in like middle school. By the time like I was in middle school, like they were probably in like Gen 4 or something like that. I don't know.
You a lot younger than me.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but you were young enough.
Yeah.
Younger than me enough.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like Dragon Ball was the cutoff, and then eventually,
for us, anime was Sailor Moon, Pokemon.
See. And Sailor Moon wasn't even like if I said I watched if I told somebody I watched Sailor Moon.
I didn't watch it, but people did.
Yeah, they'd be like, "What? You weird." There was a point where people were calling you a fucking nerd because you watched Naruto, not Shippuden. When Shippuden came around, that's when everything that's when that fucked the game up. Everybody was on Shippuden.
So that's so interesting to me. I don't know. So like, the first anime I ever watched in my life was Akira. And I watched that on the Sci-Fi channel. It came on like late at night on the Sci-Fi channel. I literally remember this. I was sitting on the edge of my mom's bed watching Akira, like some grotesque shit, and I didn't even understand what was going on. So from that, and I always did art, so I just was drawing anime all this time. So by the time we got Dragon Ball Z and Cowboy Bebop, and what was the first gen of? It was Dragon Ball Z, Cowboy Bebop. It was something else.
Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. So like I was always into anime like since VHSs. So I guess I don't know. I just didn't get that smoke because I was an art kid. Like I drew. You know what I'm saying? Like I just never got that issue. So I really don't remember niggas being called nerds for liking fucking cartoons. I don't.
I'm telling you, man. It was.
I remember that day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was a thing, but to be fair, like I didn't get like the blunt end of it because like even though I liked anime, like I was also like I could dress. I always was wearing Jordans. And I played a lot of sports, so nobody really fucked with me. And I mean, and I could fight, so no, it's not like anybody would want to like.
I was about to say, I could fight, so it wasn't too many jokes that was going to happen.
That's kind of an X factor.
Yeah,
it's kind of an X factor. It's like if you can fight, ain't nobody gonna say about
bro.
I had anger issues back then, and I was actually pretty damn strong. So
Dog.
I was one of those people. Yeah, you didn't actually want to f with me all the
I didn't
time.
even get
either.
into fights like that, but the one I did get in did change the tone.
I was about to.
That was the
That's
first-
exactly what I was about
I
to
didn't
say.
get my first public fight. I didn't get in my first fight in school publicly. Like my fights was where I lived,
Mhm.
and then in school I got into one, and he didn't want to fight no more, and then that was it. But that was like fucking 6th grade, so it didn't.
Dog.
At that point, it didn't matter.
In middle school, like you said, I got into a fight. After that, everybody was like, "All right, we just gonna leave him alone. We just gonna leave him alone." Yeah, I'm telling you, like you said,
shit.
that is the X factor. But after that, no one really said.
And it's like when you small, you gotta prove it. If you big, you don't have to.
But see,
'Cause I
and-
know
and that's
you
the-
probably was short and I was skinny.
But
So it's like,
fair.
like
You're saying
whatever
when you
to these
small, you gotta
motherfuckers.
prove it. No. When you're light skinned, you gotta prove it.
I was
That's
gonna
when you
say
gotta
that
prove
shit.
it.
Thank you.
Look, that's an oppression that I didn't have to experience.
Yeah, my best friend was probably about your complexion, maybe a little bit darker, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna hit this light skinned nigga right here.
See,
Like light skin.
Yo, they
But you
think-
know what, though? One of my closest
they
friends,
think
he
shit is
light
sweet.
skinned, but the nigga was big as shit. He was naturally like swole. Like he was taller than everybody. He was swoller than everybody. So the
He
light
ain't have
skin
them
did not
issues.
matter. It
Dog,
didn't matter.
for some reason, they always think shit is sweet because you light skinned, and I don't know why. And that's such a good point. Some of it, don't get me wrong, was probably because that I'm also short, but I think a lot of it was because I was
Like,
light
gonna say,
skinned.
what do you think was more of it? What do you think
Light
was
skin.
more?
Probably light
Well,
skinned
like,
because
were you short like compared to other guys, or were you average height compared to other guys? So then it was light skin.
no, like high school I was short, but like I was considered just short, not as much as middle school, but no one really gave me shit for it. Like, besides like my best friends, but that's because we talk shit. Like, I'm short, but you ugly as
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You
that's
can't get no hoes. But like, yeah, just
That's
like that type of shit. But it
Yeah,
never bothered me. But
I was shitted on for being skinny, but
Yeah.
once I fought in school, it was different. It was like it was literally different. So I actually, well, it wasn't even a fight because I hit him a couple times and then everybody was like,
damn.
"All right." He was like he didn't want to fight no more. So it's just like,
And
all right.
for you to
But-
fight somebody, they really had to take you there.
Dude. Yeah. See, I
it was
avoided
good,
a lot
but
of
I was
fights because
getting
I had a
fucked
really
with 'cause
foul
I was
mouth.
skinny, and you see, I'm nice too, bro. I'm not that type of person. So I'm nice to my. I was getting fucked with because I was skinny and didn't try to fight like that. So you know what I'm saying. But when I had to, I was like, all right, and then that was
TJ
that.
said he got the same treatment because he was light skinned. See, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's a light skin
Light-skinned.
thing.
It's
Mine
light
was
yeah.
sports
skin.
related
And-
though.
and-
Most of my
and
fights
all
were
my
pretty much
fights
all
were over
sports
girls.
related.
Some of mine too.
Oh, yours was
No,
yours
not
was
over
sports. Mine
girls.
was girls. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was because of girls, and then because I was light skinned. And then as fucked up as it is, and this is how I know slavery, Jim Crow, the Willie Lynch letters is real, right? Because I'm gonna tell you how fucked up this
you
is.
damn victim.
This is
liberal.
if it's a crowd of people, right? If it's a crowd of people, it's 3 dark skinned niggas and a light skinned nigga. I'm like, I'm gonna hit that light skinned nigga. I'm gonna hit him
That's
right in the face.
crazy.
I would just judge off the stature and the
That's
demeanor.
Crazy.
That's what I judge.
I'm reading body
That's-
language first.
Yeah, body language.
Yeah.
Nope, that's how bad we are as people. That's what the Willie Lynch letters did to us.
That's
Right there.
No, it
actually
is. It's effed up.
crazy.
But that's how we get judged. That's why, if you're light and you're in a population of a lot of darks, you need to look out.
If you're
Yeah,
light in the
you better know
population,
how to
with a
fight.
lot of dark. Oh,
I'm just saying,
man.
like, you stand out like Waldo, and they're coming for you. Like, if somebody has to get their ass kicked, if like we had to pick one, they're going to pick me and Watts first every time.
Justin.
No matter if they would get effed up or not.
Justin in the chat says short people don't fight. Watts, stop lying. Justin, I will make phone calls right now to corroborate like literally all of my stories that I can tell you.
Justin fucking with you.
I know
He
you
lighter
fucking
than
with me.
probably.
I know you fucking with me. I fought on the bus and I fought during track meets. And that during track meets it was only because I had to. Like I saw like my homies like, getting jumped or whatever. You got to jump in.
But you know
I
what's
don't
so
know what
interesting?
Vampire
Like the
Hunter
short
is.
people. Who doesn't know what Vampire Hunter is? Who said that?
Random.
It was in Logic's chat. It was in Logic's chat.
Oh my gosh! I was
Hey,
about
why
to say,
you look
what?
at my chat? I only got 12 people in here.
I'm supporting your ass. That's what I'm doing. You need another person in the fight.
No, don't
You
leave,
need somebody
don't
in the
leave,
stream, don't you?
leave. Don't leave.
Okay, let me go ahead and turn this control on and back the hell out.
Don't leave. No, you
Oh,
don't,
my
bro.
bad.
Keep watching.
My bad.
No,
Okay.
He said, I'm trying to help you out.
You know how much watch time you done got? You know,
Oh,
I've been
shit.
watching the
Go
whole
ahead.
stream.
Oh my
That's
God.
support right there. That's what I'm talking
Justin,
about.
that's funny.
I literally got Watts on one screen. I got Logics on the other. You
That's-
don't know how
that's
much I
support.
support you guys.
I appreciate it.
man.
I love
Hey,
that support.
to be fair, look, I watch all y'all shit, bro. Literally, as soon as I see it.
Same.
Yeah, soon as I
But
see
that's
it.
why I was upset about random. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not getting the notifications. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of my videos, they be all over the place, Logics. So I mean, interesting
I
bag.
intentionally do
Well,
that
when you-
though. Whenever I feel like I'm getting pigeonholed
Mm.
on something, I just talk about something different. Like I never want to be a person that like just talks about fucking fitness content. I never just want to talk about alpha males. I get so I'm a Gemini and I got ADHD. I'm so tired of talking about the same thing. So I
What's your
just
B-Day?
jump topics anyway. June 12th.
Okay, my sister Gemini. I was just asking. Okay.
Oh, you don't like her, do you?
No.
Hey,
No,
well,
I love.
hey, I'm a Gemini too.
That's not why I asked. I was just curious.
I'm a Gemini too.
Wait, but what Gemini are you? What month?
I'm May.
No, my sister, not me. Oh, you talking about what?
Yeah,
Sorry.
May is different than June. Y'all, you not like us, bro.
I don't know what that means because I don't subscribe to this shit. I really don't know what it
Oh
means.
my gosh.
Wait, I had a question.
Justin,
I
I
had a
know it
question.
was a funny joke. That's why it was hilarious.
Drew, I hope I'm not cutting you off, but I did have a question for you. It alludes to what you were just saying.
Anal.
So, since fucking, all right, I can't say what I was gonna say. Well, anyway, I'm a reformed liberal. No, Drew, I was gonna say. So, since you talked about like, since I've been watching you, you seem to gotten more into politics because it's become more egregious. But how do you feel about the Charlie Kirk shit making you lose subs? You're compared to us, you're a big channel. So like going forward, does that like make you feel like you don't want to do politics as much, or that you don't give a fuck because it weeds out who you don't want, or like how do you feel going forward?
Two things can be true at once. One, I don't want to talk about politics. That is nothing. That's never something I wanted to talk about on my channel. Like you said, you used the perfect word. I had to talk about it because it became so egregious. Like I feel like I wouldn't have been able to sleep at night if I did not make the Charlie Kirk video.
Same.
And
Yeah, I think that's what Watts was.
Yeah.
yeah, and I, my channel would have been fine if I didn't make that video. I would have kept all those subs. But I also was. I'm going to 100% use my Southern Baptist word. I rejoice at every motherfucker I lost because fuck you. Like, I don't need you in my sub. I don't need you on my channel. And the funniest thing is, I mean, when I say I lost from that one video, I probably lost 87 subs.
Damn.
When I was like counting, like no joke. And then, you can see like the stagger line come up. So I got some back, but I was at that point, I think I was at like 33,900, and it dropped down to like 33,000 whatever minus those subs, and now I'm at 34,600. You get what I'm saying? So by me speaking my truth and just making the content I want to make, I feel like the people that are supposed to find us will find us. We just have to keep putting ourselves forward. But I feel like I wouldn't want to live that grift and be fucking Michael Jordan, because his stance was Republicans buy Jordans too.
Shoes.
So I'm not gonna say nothing that offends them. I feel like you just got to speak your truth, and I don't feel like any of us are like blatant anti anybody or against anybody or fuck them. I feel like we all, advocate for our points and our stances, and we're willing to hear whatever side out. So it's kind of like, if you can't relate to that as a person, then you don't need to be on my channel anyway. Fuck you.
That's exactly how I feel.
Agreed.
And shout out to you, Drew Tron, in my channel. He said, I just subbed to Vampire. Yeah, this is what it's about, man. Like finding people. And like you said, I agree. Because like when I lose subs, I'm like, if I lost you, I never had you.
Agreed.
Because I'm not trying to build my platform of agree with me at all times. That's not what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I do kind of get, especially being as small as I am, it hurts. Fuck, what I do wrong? But at the same time, it's like Justin gone. He said I'm unsubbing. so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I see the unsubs, I'm like, cool. You really wasn't. Whatever brought you here ain't what was ever gonna keep you. So I'd rather have people that understand. Then that's, I think, the type of crowd. To be fair, Abba and Preach created too, which I do look up to them as content creators.
Sure.
Like, I never saw them as sitting on something wholeheartedly all the time. So when people be like, I'm subbing to Abba, I'm like, Abba and Preacher to me have been the same. I don't see where people act like they changed or something. To me, they've
Same.
always been the same type of content creators. So there's been no flip.
Hey, look,
Young Amazing Lucas flipped. Hunter Avalon flipped.
Amazing Lucas most definitely flipped, because wasn't he right leaning at one point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
he flipped. He completely flipped.
Gotcha. Real quick, let me just say this, okay? Because I'm sure every single content creator that is on this panel can agree with this, and I'm gonna make a short about this later. If you're going to unsubscribe from us, just fucking do it. Don't announce this shit. We don't care. Bye.
No, no. I want to know why. Leave it in my comments.
You want to know
Add
why?
the comment section.
I don't care.
Add to the comments.
I add to the comments. Okay, that's true.
I'm telling you, it's
okay.
Hit that algorithm.
Well, random wants the engagement, but if you're going to leave,
I want a full explanation. I want the whole diatribe, exactly what happened. Like, what did I say that pissed you off? Was it my face? Was it my commentary? Was it the title of the video, the thumbnail? Like, I mean, I just want to know. Whatever it is.
But
like, I don't really give a shit, but I really would like to know.
No, I was about to say, I respect that. You got to study that like Kobe used to study tape.
I get it.
And I'm kind of the same way. Like, I respect people that come and like the dude.
I don't care.
I would never forget that comment in my life. That dude said, how did I end up on the black racist side of YouTube? And I just bust out laughing.
That shit was hilarious. Oh my gosh. But you know what?
Hey, I love and like every comment that comes through.
He does, man. I don't know how you do that shit.
I don't know how you do that shit.
You just go click the button, and then you move on to the next one. You click the button, and you just type in, similar things. Some people I give the time of day because they actually watch most of my videos, so I give them a little bit more. But most people, look, I'm telling you, I'm dedicated to pounding this algorithm. Pause. But still, I am going to hit this shit up, because that's the only way I can move as my channel. I gotta grow. I said my goal was 10K by the end of the year, and I'm far behind. I ain't gonna make it.
Hey man, you almost at 8. You almost.
Yeah, I'm almost at 7. We still got a ways to go, and we growing slow.
You're at
slow.
Oh, okay,
Enrollees are coming in real slow.
But still, you started. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you remember when things started to slow down a little bit? We all had a lot of. I feel like
I do.
we had a decent amount of traction.
We didn't gain shit.
No, they say that. No, I think I don't know. It may have been everything fell in line for me with the Jamar shit, but that was January. We coming up on January again. I do think the cold weather, the winter season is where people watch YouTube the most.
Maybe,
but that's all my little experience of about a year. So,
but my thing is, man, other channels still get lots of views. So it's not that people really stop watching the platform. It's just somehow your channel isn't getting pushed. Like, there are seasons it seems like we're pushing because all of a sudden, they do. And I think that what hurt these other people is having those ad blockers.
YouTube has given more push to smaller channels in the past year, though. Like, legitimately.
Oh, they have.
Yes,
I think a lot of these channels that push having ad blockers on their channel are getting screwed for pushing the ad blockers. And I think YouTube has been actively pushing against those channels because they're really trying to say, don't make YouTube money. And YouTube's like, well, F you. So we're going to push other channels.
F you. I did like what Ju said earlier about not basically feeling like where you say you didn't want to be pigeonholed into making specific content. I feel the same exact way, which is one of the reasons as to why I made the Charlie Kirk video. That it honestly would have felt weird to me that something so big happened and I just don't talk about it.
Just ignore it.
Yeah, that's also one of the reasons why.
Just completely.
But watch but you want to know something funny? So it's a double-edged sword, right?
It is.
For instance, random. If all you talked about was Dr. Umar from this point moving forward, if you made 25 videos about Dr. Umar,
he'd be depressed.
I'd be at 15,000 subscribers.
Yeah, exactly, because people would know what your channel's about. They would know what content you're spamming, and they would come to you just for that. And you would get that same echo chamber, and it would grow and grow and grow. There's dudes that talk about nothing but alpha males. Their whole channel is talking about Wes Watson.
Yeah, like the dude, Khalid Zween or whatever, who made his entire channel bashing Fresh. That's just what he does.
It's literally, and so, I respect the hustle, I respect the spam, I respect the grind. Me personally, I can't do it. I didn't get on YouTube I didn't get on YouTube to just spam content to blow up. I really don't give a fuck about numbers, to be honest with you. My personal goal is consistency. Like my challenge to myself is to drop a video every single day. And since I've been on YouTube, I have not been able to do 7 videos in a week. I just
really?
I get to like that 7th day.
tough.
I'm like, fuck.
That's a lot.
Drew, let me tell you something. That it makes a difference. I did that last year for I think like a month and a half straight, literally every day, every fucking
That was
day.
your biggest pop.
And that was my biggest pop. Yeah, it was rough.
Dude, it's difficult. I was doing that for a while too, and it also helped my channel, I feel like, a little bit. But that shit is exhausting because I don't record like streaming wise. So I don't like have equipment that I could just like, okay, chop up a live stream and then put my pieces in it. I'm over here making all my individual videos because of how technological deficient I am. So, inefficient. I suck over here. So either way, my operation's slow. So I have to make my videos the way I make them, and thus they're a little bit slow coming out. I release about every other day now, which is a lot.
But
it's
good
that's
though.
really good.
I know
it is good,
Could-
but it's also daunting.
But
It's fun though.
That's something I haven't always been the greatest with either. It's really about your connection with your audience. Like Sam Sulik, for instance, like the fitness dude, young dude, fitness dude. He literally blew up on YouTube without having thumbnails. Like whatever YouTube automatically picks as his thumbnail, that's what he makes. He literally talks, like goes through his day, whether it's working out, whatever, just makes 20-minute uncut, unfiltered videos and post them and get tons of views. So it's really just about connecting with your audience and people buying you as a person and buying into that personality. And that's something I struggle with too, because like I be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like if I made my whole video about fucking Myron, I have 100,000 subs right now.
I just think it comes off as like personally, I think it's integrity wise for us, like as content creators. We just simply don't either want to be pigeonholed as like either a hater or on one lane, or I can't express my creativity, or I don't have any other thoughts. Like there's just, it comes down to sanity. Like I can't keep doing this each and every day. Like I don't know how others do it. Like you said, kudos to the other people. Like, man, I tell you, mad credit to MTR. I'm telling you, I don't know how he does it. It's the most incredible shit of all time. Like every day you hate on chicks. Like I don't know how he gets women, because I'm telling you, I don't understand how you do it. Because my biggest sell about MTR is, how do you talk bad about women all the time? And then like one day they're going to be like, so what do you do for a living? And then they're going to be like, oh, well, my entire YouTube channel is me bashing chicks like you dumb bitch. So it's like, I mean, oh, great. I mean, how does that work? I want to know, how does that get you coochie at the end of the day? How does that help you?
At the end of the day for them, right? Just like me, like this is the last time I'm ever talking to black people, because I'm going to go get my MAGA hat and my Confederate flag jersey, and I'm making all right-wing content moving forward. Like I think once you reach a certain level of success where like you're getting money and you have that bag coming in, just like what's the guy, Charles in Charge, like he makes all those same videos too, just nothing but demonizing women, talking down to women, but they got 1 million subs and they get the bag from doing that. So it's kind of like, you understand the grift. I understand the grift. I respect the grift. I just wish they were being honest.
I just can't.
I can't either.
I can't.
And you know what?
I couldn't muster it. I couldn't.
No,
There's no way.
I couldn't either. But real quick, TJ said something interesting in the chat. He said, Watts, I feel like you need to make more original commentary instead of reactionary. You be snapping when you make vids giving your original thoughts. So
What do you mean by that?
What you say?
I don't know what he means by that.
What he means is, I know what he means.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Watts.
I was about to say, I think I kind of know what he means. If I had to use an example, I would probably use the Myron video that I made with Random. Like maybe,
And look how long that takes.
like maybe a video like that. So like I get it, but the thing about reactionary content, it's easy. And I hate to say that, because
no, it's true.
It's easy because I can do it often and it's easy to edit. So don't get me wrong, I do want to make more like original videos, like, but I think that's gonna come with shorts. Like I already started putting together like a shit ton of shorts, so you guys are gonna see a lot, like a lot. And also I came up with the idea. This is nothing like original, but me and Logix talk all the time, right? We share screenshots of dumbass comments that we get like almost weekly. And basically what I'm gonna do for shorts is just react or discuss the dumbass comments that I get. And I'm gonna make those into separate shorts. And I'm gonna do it literally every week as much as I can.
smart.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so like
like
that's gonna
No,
be
for
like
real.
the original content.
Like, yeah, I know
Oh.
TJ didn't mean no harm by that.
No,
but
no,
like,
no, no,
TJ,
no.
like, what y'all, no, yeah, I was just telling him, like, if he's still listening, like, the reason that we can't do stuff like you probably like from his fresh video, or maybe Myra or
Myron,
whatever,
yeah.
is because that takes so much time, and then there's no positive feedback to it. Like me, my favorite videos on my channel is my in-depth debunking commentary videos where I spend time researching,
Those are dope.
posting facts, posting debunks. Like I go hard into proving what I'm saying, and that literally is the view video on my channel. It could be because I'm bad at it, because I'm just starting. To be completely fair, I don't think I'm one of the best at doing it, but I put the most work into those, and I don't get the views that I feel like my reaction videos get. You know what I'm saying? And I like doing reactions, but my reaction videos are easy to edit, easy to post, and they get the most views. I love doing debunk videos that take time. I've been telling myself I want to do this fucking Kazam video for 2 years since I started this channel. I want to debunk the Kazam shit. Can't get to it because it's going to take way too much time, and I'm probably going to get 80 views after 3 months on it. So at this point, I'm going to just do that when I have the base to watch it. Like when I know that I'm going to get at least 10,000 views on it, then I'll work on it. But until then, I cannot invest 50 hours editing a short documentary that I want to do when I know it's not going to get the views that I put the work into. It's just hard. It's just one of the things that you got to deal with.
Okay, I want to add this because my phone is dying. I'm going to run out of juice here soon.
Oh no, you're good.
I
We've
think
been going
it's-
for a while.
My thing is when it comes to like making original content, people do have to understand, like, I guess in some people's eyes, I would make quote unquote like original content because my shit is just fun with me chilling, adding in special edits, talking about particular topics and whatnot. Once again, what y'all are talking about is so valid. Y'all don't understand how hard it is to produce these videos on a regular basis and work a regular job and have other obligations in life and try to live at the same time.
Man.
Like, I don't sleep. It's not ideal to live this way. Like, if I had a better setup like y'all, like that's my goal, is to get up like y'all, because I do like the way I film my videos because they are original. It gives its own like flavor and taste, and I would never want to get rid of that completely. But I could produce more content if I was to just react to the same videos that I like to go over sometimes in my own original content. But the way I actually had to film it and to record it, it's just a lot longer of a process, and it's just not so easy to do it every day. Just the fact that you might see random university like every other day does not mean that shit was easy to produce. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it happens to be out there because, well, I put in the time.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get out there to my fans because I do have, y'all were right, I do have a very engaging fan base. I have a lot of
told
folks
you.
that comment.
Yep.
Yeah, we do get a lot of people that comment on my videos, even though I don't have a huge channel. Like, there is heavy engagement, which is really nice to see, and I do like that. And I do like to create other videos, and I'm getting to the point where I want to create more videos where I'm either just talking on the couch, sharing my opinions on stuff, and if those continue to get more videos, I feel better. I still will always make my other specialized videos where I make, you know, more effort into it, add more like edits and other cuts in it, just to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna always make those. But other than that, that's all I wanted to add. My phone is about to die, though. It is like at 5%.
Right,
and on
you're
Android,
good.
that shit's about dead.
We
They
can-
putting you on 10p.
We can most definitely
Yeah.
wrap it up, man. But I appreciate you guys. Look, I have each of their information like in the link in the description down below. Make sure you check out Ju's channel, Logic's channel. Make sure you check out Random University's channel. Make sure that you subscribe. Please support these brothers. I really appreciate y'all for taking the time out to do this. I know it went a little longer than we probably envisioned, but I appreciate y'all for sticking it out and being engaged in the conversation, man.
Oh, of course, homie. Anytime.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. Thank you for coordinating, man. Love y'all. Appreciate
Of
y'all.
course.
Everybody, just sub to everybody's channels. Support everybody's channels. We all here for y'all. So yeah.
And
Yeah.
we have to do this
man.
again at some point too, for real.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
This is fun as fuck.
But all right, y'all take
Not
It was
the
a really
next
good panel.
assassination, but the next big event.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, for
We
real.
don't want no more assassinations.
No more.
We don't want that.
Oh
No more
man.
assassinations. Please.
But all right, we appreciate y'all, man. We out. Peace.
All right, y'all.
Peace.